Promotion Application System is an online promotion application and processing system that provides a seamless and easy application process from start to finish for all KNUST staff. It is a web application developed by the UITS. It's a paperless and seamless application process. Users can track the progress of their application with email notifications at the various stages of the application. Automated routing of promotion applications through the various levels, that is, HOD, Dean, College Appointment and Promotion Subcommittee, etc. External Assessment Integration. To apply for promotion, visit the University Staff Portal via apps.knust.edu.ga/staff and provide your staff credentials. To start the process, welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online student portal, which is also a part of KNUST's Student Information System. Its main objective is to bring functions of the online student portal to mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online student portal, which is also a part of KNUST's Student Information System. Its main objective is to bring functions of the online student portal to mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Download and install the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and launch the app. Log in with your KNUST student's credential and then create a 4-digit PIN code to protect your sensitive data. To view and update your profile, tap on the profile icon and confirm your active phone number and email. You can view, download, or share your exam's results using the result icon. Tap the download button to download results slip. This will be downloaded as a PDF document. To register courses for the semester, select the registration icon and begin your course registration. All compulsory courses are selected by default. Select the required number of courses for each elective set and proceed. If there are any trailed course or courses, select the courses and proceed. Review selected courses and make changes as required. Save registration to complete your registration. Download your registration slip and submit a copy to your exams officer. To view your school fees information and transactions, tap on the fees icon. You may also download or share bill information and bill transactions. Students can view upcoming classes that have been set by their colleges. Tap the View details of upcoming class time, date, venue, lecture room, building, and the lecturer that is teaching the course. You can set reminders before the start of each class, get directions to the class venue, and add the timetable to your personal calendar. The KNUST AIM app makes life on campus for students the best experience.
The KNUST Feedback app is a web-based application for students, staff, and other stakeholders of KNUST developed by the UITS. It is a platform for collecting feedback and ideas to help the university improve on its service delivery. Its main objective is to gather suggestions for consideration by management. To access the feedback app, visit feedback.knust.edu.gh. You can submit feedback or ideas as a staff, student, alumni, or guest. To submit a feedback or idea as a staff or student, click on the staff or student section and log in with your credentials. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a past student, click on the alumni section and create an account. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a guest, click on the guest or anonymous section. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To remain anonymous, enable the Stay Anonymous checkbox. Input your feedback or idea and submit. Management will follow up on your suggestions or contributions. The KNUST Feedback app helps management to provide better services.
Transcript is an online transcript request and management system used by KNUST students and alumni to request their academic transcripts. It is a web application developed by the UITS. Its main objective is to facilitate the easy request of transcripts online. The features include various online payment options, local and international delivery services with tracking, transcripts delivered via email or hard copy, advanced verification process, and notifications at various stages of the transcript process. access the transcript system, visit transcripts.knust.edu.gh. To make a transcript request, log in with your student's credentials or register as an alumna or an alumnus. To register, use a valid email address and at least 8-character password. A confirmation email will be sent to the email address provided. Click the link to confirm your identity. Fill in your personal information and upload your identification documents, that is, passport picture and a national ID card. Review your personal details and click Submit. Users can make transcripts requests by clicking the New Transcripts button, selecting your program of study, and selecting the type of transcripts you need. It is either an official copy or a student's copy. A student's copy request is processed in the form of hard copy for self-pickup or delivered by courier or an electronic copy sent to your personal email. An official copy request is processed in the form of hard copy and delivered by a courier or an electronic copy sent to an institution email. For WES Secure Digital, provide your WES reference number and account email address. Click the Verify WES Details button to verify the information provided. A transcript request is processed after you make an online payment. To initiate payments, click on the Pay for Transcripts button. Confirm payments information and click on Pay for Request button. Confirm your email, total cost, and pay with card or mobile money. After successful payments, you will receive an email to confirm your transcript request. Transcripts, the convenient way of receiving your transcripts.
Welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online...
all our viewers all over the world. Welcome to the 2023 KNUST Virtual Orientation for our newly admitted students. Call your friends, call your loved ones, call parents, and let's all watch this beautiful together. We are here to expose you to relevant information that you need to know before you come to the university. Firstly, you'll be officially welcomed by the Vice Chancellor of this noble institution, Professor Mrs. Akosia Dixon. After her welcoming, we'll expose you to very important information that you need to know before you arrive here, God willing, on Saturday. Your welfare is very dear to us. Your security is very dear to us. Your emotional and mental health is very dear to us. So you'll be giving you all information about all these things that you need to know. When you arrive here on campus, what do you need to do? So sit tight and we will give you all this relevant information. We have sent you various text messages concerning this virtual orientation. On the text message, we've added a link as a question box. So go there. If you have any question, as the various presentation is going on from the Vice Chancellor and the other officers of the university, you can be typing our questions or your questions. And our team of experts here will be compiling your questions, because after all the various presentations, there's going to be a live Q&A session, question and answers. We'll give you the opportunity to ask your questions, and we'll have our resource persons here to answer all your questions for you. Is it about fees? Is it about accommodation? Is it about biometric registration? Is it about your course registration? Whatever question you have to make your stay on campus very peaceful and cozy for you, we'll all let you know. So, on this note, once again, welcome. Stay put. Grab something, maybe a popcorn, a cup of tea, or something that you need. Then take your notebook and your pen, but those the .com generation, take your phone and start typing all your questions for us. We want to make sure that you are fully loaded with every relevant information you need before you land here, God willing, on Sunday. You are in for the beautiful experience of your life. Once again, welcome to our virtual orientation. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
Let us pray. Almighty and ever-living God, we praise and bless your holy and mighty name for the gift of our lives and the gift of today. We thank you so much, for it is in you we live, move, and have our being. We give you all the glory and the praise for the life of this great and noble university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. We thank you, O God, that at every point in time, in your wisdom, you bring young men and women to be formed and prepared to give their contribution to humanity. We thank you that this year also, in your wisdom, you've made it possible for us to admit these loved ones to be part of this university. Even as we are going to have this orientation program for them, we pray, oh God, that your Spirit will lead, guide, and direct us, so that this will be a success to the glory of your name. We pray for all facilitators as well as all our students, that, Lord, this will be an engagement that will prepare especially our students as they start the journey of this academic exercise to the glory of your name. Glorify yourself. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Good day and welcome to KNUST Freshers Orientation 2023. My name is Theodora Odro. Please call me Auntie Theo. I'm here to give you a brief history about our university. The University of Science and Technology succeeded the Kumasi College of Technology, which was established by a government ordinance on 6 October 1951. It was, however, officially opened on 22nd January 1952. The University of Science and Technology was officially inaugurated on Wednesday, 20th November 1961. The university was renamed Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, by an Act of Parliament, Act 559 of 1998. Our principal officers of the university are the Chancellor, His Royal Majesty Otunfo Osei Tutu II. The Chairman of Council is Ambassador Nana Efa Appleton. Our Vice Chancellor is Professor Mrs. Rita Akosia Dixon. Other officers of the university include the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Ellis Owusu Dabo, and the Registrar, Mr. Andrews K. Boateng. The academic and administrative three-tier system operates with the offices of the Provost of Colleges, Deans of Faculties, and Heads of Departments. KNUST is now fundamentally structured into 6 colleges and the Institute of Distance Learning. Our vision. Our vision is to build on KNUST's leadership as a premier science and technology university in Ghana and to be among the top 10 universities in Africa. Our mission statement. KNUST exists to advance knowledge in science and technology through creating an environment for undertaking relevant research, quality teaching, entrepreneurship training, and community engagement to improve quality of life. Our core values. Leadership in innovation and technology, culture of excellence, diversity and equal opportunity for all, integrity and stewardship of our resources. Thank you very much.
It is always an absolute delight for me as Vice Chancellor to welcome you all our freshmen and women into our fold. I am particularly excited that of all the universities in Ghana and across the globe, you chose the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology as your new home. Indeed, you deserve an applaud for this smart choice. And I am very confident you will find the KNUST experience a very laudable, rich, and indeed a remarkably rewarding one. As I congratulate you for making it in this very tough competition to join us at KNUST, let me use the opportunity to remind you of the awesome abilities in you and what you stand to accomplish in life if you add to your innate abilities, diligence, discipline, and life-transforming academic and entrepreneurial training opportunities that the KNUST offers to you. It is important for me to let you understand that your admission into our great university is only the beginning of the journey to unearth and develop the wonderful, creative, innovative, problem-solving and critical thinking skills lying within you. All we request of your sojourn in KNUST is your cooperation and high sense of partnership to enable us achieve success together. We will work together with you to develop the attitudes, competencies, and the confidence to create in you the can-do spirit. We will be glad to have the honors of developing you into the best version of yourself through what we know best to do, quality education in best environments. Our top priority is to ensure that through the support systems uniquely structured and put together for you, we assist you to make a successful academic and social transition into the KNUST community. It is for this reason that all new students are required to attend this virtual orientation program before you even make your journey into our campus to join the very warm KNUST family. The 2022-2023 academic year freshers orientation is in 3 parts. The first part is this virtual one. All our newly admitted students are required to make time, listen and watch every presentation thoroughly and get well acquainted with all the critical information that you need to know before you come to school. Resource persons from selected departments of the university will share with you some very useful and relevant information on navigating the KNUST campus with all the digital and hard maps easily available to you. Useful information including where to find what, campus accommodation, budgeting and financials, security, your health and well-being, how to register your courses, and how to ensure your emotional and mental well-being through our very robust and supportive counselors who are found at your doorstep, among others, would be shared. Additionally, our website is a very useful tool, so please use it to access the soft copies of most of this information. Constantly visit the site to keep yourself updated. The second part of the orientation will be held face-to-face at your respective colleges, faculties, and departments when you finally arrive on campus. The third part, which is also face-to-face, will be done at your halls and selected hostels of residence. This well-structured and elaborate orientation is designed to ensure your full integration into KNUST in a very fun-filled way as you get to know your new home. We therefore encourage you to make the most of it and set the foundation for a successful KNUST experience. As you step foot on our campus to start your university education, I want you to constantly remind yourselves that you are laying a solid and critical foundation for your God-ordained future. As a result, I charge you to focus on your life's objectives and commit yourself to working hard to achieve them. Use this opportunity of a lifetime to network positively. Team up when you have the opportunity and utilize all invitations to add value to yourself consistently. Our commitment to you is to ensure that you do not miss out on the great KNUST experience. How do I mean? If you ever thought or felt that success was for others and that only some selected people get to have their dreams and aspirations come true, then you are in the right university. We will walk and work with you on this journey as partners to support you to work harder as you discover your inner motivation, support you to constantly stretch towards your potential, and assist you to crack the code of enduring success. This charge we will keep together with you. We will support you to rewrite your life's script in a more positive and remarkable way that yourself, your family, your community, Ghana, and the rest of the world will be proud of. At KNUST, our culture of excellence gene does not make room for complacency. We will therefore continue to push you out of your comfort zone to do exploits. For us at KNUST, the perpetual question on our lips are, where do we go from here? What can we do next? What innovations can we bring on board? How can we improve? Indeed, constantly challenging ourselves to achieve more is our hallmark and must of necessity become yours as well. By and large, be assured that the opportunities available for you to succeed are endless. Make use of them. You definitely will love our serene, green, organic, and neat campus. Your duty is to contribute your quota to maintain it so we all can continue to enjoy it. Our very warm and friendly staff, both teaching and non-teaching, our hard-working and enthusiastic student leaders are eager to welcome you as you make your way here. The popular KNUST Safe Arrival Program by the Directorate of Students Affairs, DOSA, and student leaders is alive and kicking. The team will be at the Kotoka International Airport in Accra to welcome and guide our international students arriving from various countries, as well as having student leaders stationed at various bus stops at the entrance of the university with the university buses to assist our freshers. This is all in aid of giving you that hero's welcome that you so much deserve. Please do not forget to say thank you to your families for their sacrifices and support to you thus far before you come. This is very, very important. Once again, on behalf of management, staff, students, and the entire university community, I wish you and your dear families a happy and prosperous New Year. We simply cannot wait to receive you all to the best university. Thank you so very much, and God bless you and your families. Afinshia Pa.
I am Professor Wilson Ejay Ejari, the Director of Student Affairs, formerly the Dean of Students. First, let me congratulate you on being successful in terms of your admission for the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the best university in Ghana. The office of the Directorate of Student Affairs is at the commercial area, located in the Harper building, adjacent to the Jubilee Mall. In terms of mission of the office works in assisting students to understand the policies and procedures of the university. It also provides opportunity for students to be involved in the decision-making and also helps students to develop and enhance their leadership qualities so that they can also advocate well for their own and in the future. In terms of functions of the office, the Director of Student Affairs is the conduct administrator. And when we say he's the conduct administrator, he's responsible for the welfare and discipline of all students. The office is the first point of call for all issues on students' welfare, conduct, and discipline. The office gives meaning to the role of senior members by acting in loco parentis for all students. That means once you are on campus, the office or the director serves as your parent, and therefore when there are any issues, it's best you report or seek redress from the office. For issues which are direct academic issues, you could also complain or report to your head of department if you are not able to get the needed redress to the dean of the faculty and finally to the provost. However, you can also still report to the directorate straight away, or if you are not satisfied with the outcome, you could still seek a fresh redress from the office so that the office can intervene on your behalf. In cases where borders on students' conduct, the office have the right to establish a conduct board to investigate or forward whatever the complaint is to a disciplinary committee through the Vice Chancellor for it to be given the needed attention. The office has linkage with all the offices within the university, starting from the Vice Chancellor's office, the registrar, the finance, all the academic units, the health directorate, the security, the chaplaincy, be it the Protestants or the Catholic chaplaincies, and then Islamic affairs, the halls of residence, and then other recognized hostels. There are various sections under the office. We have the central office, we have the student affairs and financial services, the international students affairs, student housing and welfare, student conduct and discipline, and then we have issues when it comes to leadership. That is the SRC, the local NUGs, the Graduate Students Association, We also have the counseling center, and then the KNUST owned hostels, which comprises of the SRC, the Volcado, and then graduate student hostels. We also have the KNUST Internship Placement Center, which tends to support students in terms of having good internship for their future benefits. There are other independent units which also work with the office, such as the Protestant and Catholic chaplaincies, and then the Ghana Immigration Service. In terms of activities, the Directorate oversees student affairs and then the student financial services. The office also liaises with the leadership of the students, Representative Council, the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, the KNUST branch, and then the KNUST. And also it links up with other external bodies that have to deal with student welfare issues in general. In terms of management, it also manages non-residential facilities that support students in terms of their studies. It links up also with other operators of hostels for their non-resident students to ensure that they have conducive environment and security is properly maintained. The office also liaises with other university departments such as the International Programs Office, the University Information and Technology Services, the security, the transport, and then the hospital. But as our principal focus is on welfare of all students at KNUST through some specific organized activities under the office as follows. We look at international student affairs, we look at student housing and welfare. Also, we look at students' conduct and discipline, and then student support services and students' health. In terms of international students, the Directorate provides a conducive environment for the welfare of international students at KNUST in relation to their academic, residential, and social matters. The office, through the Student Affairs Unit, also coordinates the regularization of the stay of international students in the country. In terms of student housing and welfare, the Directorate liaises with the Committee of Hall Administrators to ensure that the students live under satisfactory conditions in the halls. It also liaises with hostels which operate in and around the campus to also provide affordable and conducive hostel facilities. For students who are looking for hostel facilities, I will encourage you to use the KNUST app, which can help you locate hostels that are recommended by the office. Also, we have 6 senior tutors assigned to the various communities around the university campus to support you when you have any challenge. And therefore, when there are issues, try and link up so that you'll be able to be given the needed support. We also have 3 non-residential facilities, one for graduate students and the other 2 for undergraduate students, which provide study facilities for off-campus students so that you can, at any point in time, sit and then do some studies on your own, in addition to the library facilities we have on campus. In terms of student conduct and discipline, all issues on student conduct and discipline should either be reported directly to the office. However, when it's reported to other units, they are always referred to the office for redress. The university is very particular, and you should take your conduct very seriously. Issues of theft, fraud, fighting, assault, engaging in immoral, possession, illegal ones, gambling, drug abuse are not encouraged. For drug use and sexual harassment issues, you will be referred directly to the police. But for either minor issues, the office will find ways of resolving or forward it to the disciplinary committee if it deems necessary. It is advisable, therefore, for students who have complaints on any issue, whatever it is, to report directly to the office before seeking redress elsewhere. There are instances where students tend to complain to their parents rather than coming directly to report, so that we help them resolve issues when, for instance, he has issue with the roommate or a classmate. In terms of health services, the directorate closely works with the Director of Health Services of KNUST, the Counseling Center, to provide and ensure that you have good physical and mental health conditions. The office liaises with the Director of Health Services to make sure that students receive the best of health care while they are on campus, to help them achieve what they are here for in terms of academic and have a good social life. We also follow up on your medical examinations, which is very key, and I encourage each one of you to do, so that if there are issues, it could be seen, and then we help you to go through. We also monitor trends in students' health and sanitation and issues on campus, so that we can advise accordingly. Students are also advised to use the students' clinic and the university hospital when they have medical issues, because if you do attend to medical conditions outside the university environment, it's always difficult to justify if you are unable to attend to academic activities. Students are also encouraged to look out for one another, because once you have a roommate, you have a classmate, you become brothers or sisters. And therefore, if your roommate is having challenges health-wise or physically, it will be good to let somebody know, so that we give the person the needed attention. Just like at home, if your brother is not feeling well, you get your mom or your dad to know that my brother Fifi, I think today is not too well, so that attention could be given to your brother. In terms of financial services, we know that it's not everybody who is financially have the good financial backing to be able to go through. And therefore, the office also works to support needy but brilliant students through engagement with other organizations to secure some support for such students. The office also, through its financial services, also provides some of the following: direct financial assistance by way of bursary and scholarships through some various organizations we've been able to identify. We also facilitate the creation of work study on campus, so that you can be working and at the same time have some opportunity to do your studies. We also encourage the establishment of scholarship by various organizations to support our students who are having some of these challenges. There is also a student welfare assurance plan for students who may unfortunately along the line lose their guardians. And when I say a guardian, it means the one who is sponsoring you financially. And therefore, in terms of your application, this person's name should be on the fore. If you fail to do so and use somebody's name, immediately you get to campus, you have to make sure that is rectified. Otherwise, if something should happen and you lose that person, you will not qualify for this benefit, because it's the person whose name has been indicated. That's when he or she passes on, you'll be given the opportunity. Also, presently, there is a student loan for which is now guarantor-free. We also encourage students to also apply to some of these schemes and make themselves available to be able to enjoy some of these things. And normally, usually during the second semester, we communicate to students that the scholarships are available, the procedures, we put them online, we send messages to students so that they can apply, and then they are shortlisted, interviews are carried on, and then beneficiaries identified for the subsequent year. You could also get this information through the KNUST website. That is the knust.edu.gh. In terms of student affairs, the office is responsible for students' documentation and is the custodian of student files. The office assists students who want to travel outside to obtain introductory letters to the various embassies. We also coordinate with the immigration office to sort out resident permit issues for international students. We also provide permit to students who want to travel outside campus in form of groups. Anytime you have to leave campus in a group, you need to obtain a permit from the office before you can move out. And then when we lose a student, the office has the responsibility of representing the university at such occasions, together with the department for which the student was in. We also have a strong support for students who have physical challenges. And we've created a very strong association where they have president and other leaders. This association, we try to give them some orientation and encouragement and the ways by which they could be able to go through their academic work without suffering so much. Application for disability bursary is also available on such specific occasions. And we also make sure that for people or persons with such challenges, we provide them with accommodation on campus, because staying off campus will pose a lot of challenges. There is also transportation for students with challenges. Special shuttles have been created for them to be able to get to wherever they want to do comfortably. I will also indicate that we also do orientation at the halls and hostels, and I will encourage you to participate so that you can learn more and know how best you can stay on campus successfully. During examination periods, mid-semester, main examination, we also run what we call the escort service. That is, we have buses and shuttles which drive from campus to off campus from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. so that students who want to study in the night during that time have the opportunity to be driven to their hostels safely. And when I talk of, it's not only having a bus and a driver, we also have security on board during those periods. In terms of your own security, I will urge you not to walk late alone or in very dark areas, especially after 9 p.m. If you have to walk, make sure you are with somebody, because it's always safer that way off campus. And always make sure that your door is locked, whether you are going out to the washroom or you are just picking something from another room. Students can also drive on campus, but if you want to drive on campus, you need a permit, and you can get the permit through our office. You need to come along with a valid ID card. You need to have a documentation indicating that you are either the owner of the vehicle or somebody has given you the right to drive that vehicle, and then also you have a valid driver's license. However, if you do not have such documentation, you will not be able to drive on campus. You are also encouraged not to park wrongfully. There are a lot of vehicles on campus, and we encourage you, if you get the opportunity, make sure that you obey all the rules and regulations governing driving and parking. If you drive recklessly, you will have some challenges, and you may even not be allowed to drive on campus if you cause a lot of problems. On this note, I will say that the office will continue to provide the welfare support services we provide to students. Note that the office is a one-stop shop for all issues concerning students. And note that you are here first and foremost for your academic work, and everything else is secondary. You can also get a lot of information from the Students' Guide and Code of Conduct, which is also online. On this note, I will say congratulations again for having been successful in securing admission to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the best university in Ghana. Thank you.
Good day. Welcome to KNUST Freshers Virtual Orientation 2023. My name is Theodora Odro. Please call me Auntie Theo. I'm here to give you a presentation on student support and financial services. We are one of the offices under the Directorate of Student Affairs. The office does a number of things to support your stay here at the university, and I'll be grateful if, like all other presentations, pay attention, as some of you may need our help sooner than you think. The office exists to support student financial aid in the area of scholarship and bursaries. We are responsible for keeping all student records, and we support student welfare. We support students with letters of introduction for visa applications for those who have the opportunity to travel outside the country. We also give letters of attestation to affirm that you're a student of the university. We are mandated to explore, solicit, and offer financial assistance to students from less endowed schools, as well as very brilliant man-needy students who are studying in the university. Other function is to seek to monitor the financial support to students to ensure that you are performing academically well. We ensure equitable disbursement of scarce resources available to all eligible students. Our services include soliciting for scholarship and supporting students with scholarships, with bursaries, internal work study, external work and study. Our guiding principle is to seek to support needy students, but not to enrich them. Where do we get our funding from? Internally generated funds of the university, and this supports the KNUST bursary. We also have KNUST HRC. Postgraduate students may have what we call the Grasak Wawunia. You are all encouraged to visit the university website often to check scholarship available. And as I speak with you, we have advertised 3 scholarships there. Please go there, visit there and see if you're eligible and apply. External scholarships include Educational Pathway International from the USA, have Educational Foundation or Edu for Danzion from Italy, the Holiday Foundation that supports students with fees only, also from US. We have the Lebanese Embassy supporting our law students. Timothy Ansah supports students from the Nzima part of the country. Kingdom Bookshop and Stationery also supports brilliant man-needy students. Other external support includes GMPC Foundation Scholarship, MP's Common Fund, Get Fund, Ghana Government Scholarship, churches and mosques. Please ask your local church and your mosque for help. We also have the MTN Scholarship, and I would advise you to ask the nearest MTN office close by. Likewise, Vodafone Scholarship. Tallow Oil is for our engineering students. Goldfields Company Limited supports students from the catchment areas. Newmont supports students from the catchment areas. Test for Ghana supports all other brilliant man-needy students. We also have the Student Loan Trust Fund, open to all. Seek information about that, and Brighter Investment Limited that offers student loans as well. The caution is that students are allowed to apply to several financial institutions for scholarship, but at the university will not allow you to enrich yourself with scholarships. Do you know of any group that wants to support needy but brilliant students of the university? Please recommend us to them. We'll contact them and assist our other students to benefit from as well. What's the available application process? Visit the notice boards or designated places. Adverts will also be placed at the university website. Download the forms, fill the forms, and submit it. Add proof of need and other relevant documents. You are encouraged not to ignore messages from KNUST that will come on your phone, or visit the Student Support and Financial Office for any other information that you need. Who qualifies to apply for our scholarship? Ghanaian students, undergraduates, regular, and you must be in good academic standing. Financial obligations of our students. All students are expected to pay academic and residential fees depending on their fee status. Remember that fees paid are not refundable. Academic fees must be paid at any of the following banks: GCB Bank, Cal Bank, UBA, Republic Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Eco Bank, Absa Bank, Consolidated Bank of Ghana, Stanbic Bank. Students may also choose to pay their money at Ghana Post Office, but this will attract some charges. Fees can also be paid via banker's draft, but this will also attract a little fee. Academic and residential fees should be paid separately, okay? Don't lump them together. You are encouraged to make sure that at the beginning of the first semester of every academic year, you pay your fees. Registration is a must. When you land here, God willing, on Saturday, you are encouraged to register both biometrically and also your courses. If you have any challenge with registration, contact your program exam officer, your head of department, or UITS officers who will be available at your faculties, your colleges, your department, and also at the Directorate of Student Affairs. Let me give you a little guideline with your spending as you come to school. Prepare a simple budget for yourself. Show expected income and expenditure. Your possible income will include money from home that you are coming to school with, scholarship and the bursaries you are applying for, student loan, remittances. They are all part of your income sources. What are your expenditure? Mainly in the university, it includes food, your fees, accommodation, call credit to call family and friends, data bundles, clothing, books, stationeries, photocopies. You are encouraged as a newly admitted student to spend wisely and live within your means. Prioritize your expenditure and avoid unnecessary expenses. Do not include income that is not certain on your budget. Remember that your income sources may delay. Student loan may take time to come in and may not even come in the first semester. Scholarship may delay in coming as the processes take time. It may not come in at the first semester. So please be careful how you spend money. In conclusion, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change your world. KNUST is here to help you to become the best that God has made you to be, to achieve. Our office is here to help you with some financial assistance for our brilliant but needy students. We are here for you to become the best that you want to be. Once again, welcome to the big family of KNUST. See you soon in school. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you for gaining admission into the best university in Ghana, KNUST. I am Lieutenant Colonel Richard Koba Ishen, retired, the head of security services of this university. As part of the orientation program, I'm going to give you a presentation on the general and personal security on campus. The purpose of this interaction is to assure you that as students of KNUST, your safety and security on campus are of paramount concern to the university, and that a logical set of security measures are put in place to achieve this objective. To create some level of security awareness and alert you of possible security threats that you might encounter on campus. Again, we want to arm you with some basic security tips to help you eliminate or reduce your vulnerability in all manner of threats around you. And we want to remind you that you have a complementary role to play in your safety and security and that of others. We'll therefore look at the general security situation on campus. We'll give you some personal basic security measures and precautions that you have to implement and observe. I will introduce you to KNUST Security Services and give you very important security and emergency contact numbers. Now let's look at the general security situation on campus. Generally, the security situation is very, very calm. Presence of students, however, comes along with some security issues. There are therefore occasionally reported cases of theft, fraud, robbery, among others. The university has put in place the following security measures to maintain a safe and secure environment for students to go about freely with their academic work. These are the presence of university security services, lightening of the campus. There is a campus-wide CCTV coverage. We have access control systems on campus. There is a well-kept environment to prevent criminal activities. And there's a presence of police station and other security agencies on campus. So now let's look at personal basic security measures and precautions. We'll look at outdoor security safety precautions and tips. Even though lightening situation on campus is good, same cannot be said of facilities off campus, despite efforts to improve upon that. As a result, avoid walking in the dark or near bushy or isolated areas, whether lit or otherwise. Avoid using shortcuts and footpaths that are obviously unsafe. As much as practicable, avoid talking to strangers. If you are attacked by armed robbers, don't try to play a Rambo. Obey their instructions to save your life. Now we'll come to safety and security precautions in the halls and hostels that you will reside. Always deposit your door keys at the hall assistant's lodge. Do not keep your keys under doormats, flower pots, or any unsafe location. Immediately report to the hall assistants any missing door key, and if you have the cause to believe that your door lock is compromised, insist they are replaced immediately. Don't use keys of other rooms to open your door, even if that is possible. You may compromise your room security. Report immediately to the hall assistants if you detect that your room could be accessed by other unauthorized person without your key. Never leave your door unlocked, whether out for lectures, away for a few minutes, or sleeping inside. Do not showcase your valuables, example, laptops, phones, etc. Now let's come to security and safety precautions at the bus stops, the car parks, and when you are on board vehicles. As much as possible, avoid isolated bus stops deep in the night. As much as possible, look for and board campus embossed taxis or shuttles to reduce your vulnerability to attacks. If not too sure of a driver of a commercial bus or of a taxi cab, as well as the passengers on board, decline the service. Always take note of the registration number and some easily identifiable features of any unknown vehicle you want to board. Don't open your bag, wallet, or purse whilst on board a bus. Always keep your valuables intact in your bag or wallet. As much as possible, carry very little physical money on you when out and about. Do not patronize non-embossed taxis, unregistered or private cars used for commercial purposes. Where you drive your own car, ensure that all your driving documents are up to date with student car stickers displayed on the windscreen. Park in designated parking lots. And when parking, look out for any suspicious persons loitering around and immediately alert the nearest security officer. Do not keep your valuables on site in your car. As much as possible, please lock your valuables in the boot or trunk of your car where need be. Always keep your car windows rolled up, doors locked after entering or leaving your car. Always check your back seat before entering your car. And if you suspect being trailed by another car, don't drive to your hostel or residence. Honk your horn to attract attention and drive to a nearby security post, fuel station, or a police station. These are some pictures of the university authorized shuttle buses and embossed taxis. You will see them all over on campus. Now let me introduce to you KNUST Security Services. KNUST Security Services is the unit charged with the responsibility of ensuring safety and security of students and staff of the university. Our mission is to ensure a stable, secure, and safe environment for academic, research, and supporting works in the university. The unit therefore works with all facets of the university community to achieve that mission. As part of that, the unit provides 24-hour service to the university community. These services include, but not limited to, the following. We conduct both foot and mobile patrols. During these patrols, uniformed security personnel may from time to time stop you on campus to ask for your identity. This is all for your safety, so please cooperate with us. We also conduct protection duties. We ensure law enforcement on campus and then conduct traffic management control. We perform clearance and movement and crowd control duties. We conduct investigations and gather intelligence as part of our duties. We conduct security awareness activities, and we monitor and keep surveillance of the campus. We perform a lot of special duties: examination, congregation, matriculation, event security, and what have you. We liaise with KNUST District Police and other law enforcement agencies as part of our security duties and to ensure the campus is secured. Our office locations are as follows. The headquarters is located at the faculty area, specifically LI Under Block. The main office is near the KNUST Hospital. Now call the following numbers for immediate assistance. The KNUST security hotlines are 050-134-7350, 050-134-7352. Other security numbers are the following. KNUST District Police number 03220-60357. I repeat that one, 03220-60357. Now, please listen to this security advice. Creating a safe and secure community requires the involvement of all community members. In other words, security is a shared responsibility. Be each other's keeper and be responsible for our own security and safety. Consider security as the first planning item in any activity that you undertake. Please report all crimes or violent situations that threaten your life to the security office. Talk to any security personnel near you for assistance. Always remember that the security apparatus on campus is only a phone call away. Give us a call or walk to any of our offices and we will be glad to assist you. The KNUST security will forever remain your friend. Let us work together as partners. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. I'm speaking for the University Health Services, and I'm speaking on behalf of the Director of the University Health Services. I'm Dr. Hansen Abebiu. The University Health Services stands for three main things. One, to prevent diseases. Two, to treat diseases. And three, to promote health. Now, in order to do these three things, there are two main sites that we do this. One at the Students' Clinic, and then the other location is the KNUST University Main Hospital. The Students' Clinic is established essentially for students' care, so that students are going to be seen promptly at this center. The Student Clinic is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through to Sunday. It's located at number 3 and 4 Soja Road, opposite the Chancellor's Hall, and close to the Africa Hall and Unity Hall. Now, any student that falls ill is supposed to access care from the Students' Clinic first. In case there's a need for you to be moved to the main hospital for further assessment, there's an ambulance that's on standby to do this for you. And therefore, I implore all students who are unwell to go to the Student Clinic to be seen promptly. The other hospital I've talked about is the main hospital. The main hospital is open 24 hours a day and is located at the Tech Junction, just opposite the overhead bridge on the main Kumasi Accra Road. There are services, all kinds of services in the main hospital. We have the OPD services, the inpatient services, and then we also have the emergency services at the main hospital. The OPD services, they are general OPD services and specialized clinics. So I'll talk about some of the specialized clinics that are very important for me. The first is a sickle cell clinic for people who have sickle cell that needs to be followed up. There's also the asthma clinic. They also have clinics for people with diabetes and hypertension. They also have surgical clinics as well. Anybody who have surgical cases can be managed by the surgical specialist. We also have the obstetrics and gynecology units, where we have specialists that can take up pregnancies and issues that has to do with gynecological problems. Then we also have a public health unit, which also houses what we call the adolescent health care. The adolescent health care, the adolescent sexual health, is concerned with students who may have issues to do with sexual health. Other services that are available in the hospital are the eye clinic for those who have eye problems, people who have dental clinical oral problems. There are people, their dentist is there to take care of situations like that. We also have a psychiatrist or somebody who is interested in taking care of people with mental health issues. And therefore, I implore that anybody who has mental health issues that needs to be followed up should report to tell the doctor so that you are referred to this clinic to be taken care of. Individuals who may also have psychological issues, when you come to the hospital, you have issues like they have to discuss with your doctor, who will arrange for you to get counselors from the KNUST Counseling Center. Then, when we come to emergencies, anybody who falls sick suddenly or is involved in any injury that is significant will have to report to the hospital immediately. During the daytime or during the hours of opening of the Students' Clinic, you report to the Students' Clinic again, and if you are assessed and there's a need for you to be referred to the specialist or the emergency center, you are sent there immediately to be taken care of. If this happens to you anywhere, there are emergency numbers that will be provided when you arrive in school so that you could call immediately so that the ambulance will pick you from wherever you are to the main hospital. So that is the arrangement for individuals who find themselves in emergency situations. Now, I've mentioned the places that you can get care, and I've mentioned some of the services that you can have. Indeed, it's not comprehensive. You may get to know more as you come. If there's a need, talk to your doctor. They will refer you to the appropriate clinic. Now, how does a student access care? Before I say that, let me say that student health care is free. But even though it's free, there are things that you have to also satisfy. You need to provide your student's ID card so that we can identify you as a student. Then you need to have a valid national health insurance card. And therefore, I implore anybody who doesn't have a valid national health insurance card to do this before school reopens. Now, let me talk a bit about the freshest students' medicals. Any fresh student that is entering the university will have to undergo medical examination by the Director of University Health Services or anybody that he appoints as a doctor to do this for you. the student medical exam is important for you to be examined and declared fit to pursue academic work in the university. To do this, there's a procedure you follow. You start by going to the university website, apps.knust.edu.gh/admissions/medicals. When you go there, there's a questionnaire for you to complete, which captures essentially all your medical history. When you do this, that is left online. So that when you come to the main centers where we are going to do the medicals, we have access to this information. On the day you are coming for the medicals, you have to come to the center and register. We are opening 2 centers for now. One at the Students' Clinic and the other at the new Social Sciences department, which is near the business school. When you get there, you register, and then you are taken through, you may have to do a chest X-ray first. You do a lab investigation, and if that investigation, in fact, it does not include any HIV test, so nobody will have any fear I'm going to do HIV test. We don't do HIV tests in the medicals. Then you are taking your vitals. After that, you are given to a doctor to examine you. The doctor, after examining you, will declare you fit, and then you can go ahead and pursue your academic work. The letter of fitness or a certificate of fitness will be issued and will be sent to your colleges. So this is the process by which you go to get your medicals done. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations on your admission to KNUST. I am Mrs. DeGraft J, head of KNUST Counseling Center, and I'm here to talk to you about services of the KNUST Counseling Center and then about your emotional and mental well-being. As a brief history, I would say that the Counseling Center was established as a unit in 1993, and then way back in 2016, it was upgraded to a center. Now, what does a center do? Is a mental health facility that is dedicated to the promotion of healthy environment for students, staff, and then their dependents, as well as the general public. Our vision is that we know that good mental health is very important for personal, academic, career and general life success. So therefore, our vision is to provide high-quality mental health support services to students, staff, and the general public so that we can have peak productivity. Now, with staff capacity at the center, we have professionals who are trained, well-trained to provide mental health services in a better fashion for you. We have clinical counseling and health psychologists in the center who work in confidential and compassionate environment or in a way that makes you feel better. Your greater subjective well-being is always assured with our counselors. Now, we also have, apart from the staff in the center, we have volunteers. Some are staff, some are students. Staff volunteers are called skilled helpers, and then peer counselors are students who also are trained to provide first aid support services to their colleagues. Now, the Counseling Center provides services which ranges from individual counseling, couple or family therapy, crisis management. We have training programs. We organize psychoeducational seminars. We also have counseling and emotional health awareness programs that we also provide. And then we also have services for students with special needs. They include persons with disability, people who have special issues that need to be supported with them. And so with the support services we provide for persons with special needs and even the student populace, it ranges from accommodation, special financial aid services, academic services as well. When it talks about examination, sometimes we provide assistive devices for persons with disability and general counseling. And again, we also help people when it comes to having special dispensation in change of programs. When the need arises, we are there to support. All our colleges have counselors. We have 6 colleges, and every college has a counselor. And so make sure you find your college counselor, especially during this orientation. Please try and attend and get to know your college counselor. Please, here are the names and the contacts of your college counselors. The Counseling Center is housed in the J. Harper building. That is the Directorate of Student Affairs building. And so come there and you'll find us. Our contacts are these. We have hotlines, and these hotlines are 050-644-9747,
050-644-9747. Then we also have 0594-399-772. 0594-399-772. And the last one is 0593-510-668. 0593-510-668. The email of the center is knustcounselingcenter@gmail.com or knustcounselingcenter@knust.edu.gh. You can also find us on our website, that is kcc.knust.edu.gh. And also on our social media handles, Facebook and Twitter, KNUST Counseling Center. KCC is your safe haven, so please come and you are assured of better services. Now we move on. As we've mentioned, we are there to support you. And so emotional and mental well-being is very critical for us to give to all our students. Now, emotional well-being refers to the emotional quality of every individual, whether you are a male or female, your economic status, your situation that affects you. Everything that is around you can affect your emotional well-being. And so we know that it is very important. So please make sure you come to the counseling center. Now, when it comes to emotional and mental well-being, the WHO has indicated that mental well-being is a state in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses in life, and also be able to make contributions to his or her community. So if you're having challenges with these, then you have emotional challenges, or your well-being is not to the peak. There are areas that we can talk about when it comes to emotional or mental well-being. 4 areas I want you to consider. First is your healthy sense of self. Then you need to have a positive perspective about yourself. Then your psychological flexibility, making sure that if things are happening, you are able to adjust. Then be able to maintain yourself in your daily life. This is very important. But we realize that students have a lot of issues. So some of the psychological problems that contribute to poor emotional well-being for students are school activities, studies, and then examinations itself, relationship with people, finances, health issues. People get ill and it brings about emotional stress, environment, being able to adjust to your new environment away from home. Some are coming to KNUST or coming to a new environment the first time from home. Again, being able to juggle with school, moving around, knowing where you need to go and what to do at a time. And again, addiction. Addiction is another challenge that poses a lot of emotional challenges to students. So some of the challenges that students have when we look at it more, we are going to talk about is addiction, drug use and abuse, and then gambling or betting. You know that an addiction is a relationship with drugs. And we talk about it in a sense that if you are not able to control yourself, if it's a drug that you are not supposed to use and you use, then it can affect you. And so one can be addicted to some of these drugs. It could be drugs that are alcohol or illicit drugs. It could be addiction to behaviors like gambling and even betting, pornography, and also masturbation. All these things are things that you can be addicted to. Now, when it comes to illicit drugs and gambling, the recent growth of gambling and illicit drugs problems among the youth around the world is alarming. And so we need to look at it. And when we look at that, with the continuous rise in drug addiction and gambling, technology and the expansion of the gambling industry, more gambling opportunities exist today than ever before. So we need to be very, very careful. Now, narcotics are drugs and other substances that affect mood and or behavior, and is consumed for non-medical purposes, especially one that is sold illegally. So a substance used to treat moderate or severe pain, for instance, morphine and codeine and tramadol, they are all substances that people are also abusing. Now, reasons why students bet. Sometimes they want to get quick money, some because of peer pressure, others for financial rewards, or even when they have mood changes, they get into these addictive behaviors. Now, what shows that you are getting addicted? It is very, very important that you know there are major things. The first thing is the criteria for addiction. Many people will not admit that they have this criteria. But when you have impaired control, you can't control yourself when you are into that act. When you don't see that it's risky, when it affects your social activities, and again, when it has effect on you pharmacologically, then you are getting addicted to it. So in the criteria for addiction, the fact that there is a feel for the need to be secretive. You want to isolate yourself and do it secretly. You don't want anybody to know. It shows that you are getting addicted to it. And so you have trouble controlling your gambling. Once you start, it is difficult for you to stop it. That shows that you are getting addicted to it. So we need to work at it. Then again, it is also something that affects you. You gamble even when you don't have the money. You want to go and even steal. You want to go and push people. You want to get money, borrow from people to gamble. When you are in debt and you are gambling, you don't even care. It shows that you are having some form of addictive challenges with that behavior. And when people start complaining about that attitude or that behavior of yours, it needs to tell you that you are having issues. What are some of the effects? Personally, what I've seen is that when people get into this act, students especially, it affects their performance in school. They don't care about responsibilities. They get indebted. They have difficulty in maintaining their hygiene. A lot of things, self-esteem, and even relationship issues come up. So it is very, very important that we need to look at it. Immune system, they have challenges. Some even get heart and lung disease, liver problems. All these things happen. Some even get strokes and seizures along the line when they use it. So addiction has impact on students. We have said it, poor academic performance. Some even lag behind. They are not able to graduate with their colleagues because of addiction. And it's very, very important that as students, we don't get involved in that. So how do we stop it? How do we stop this act of getting addicted? There are 4 things I want us to consider. And the first thing is that you need to develop healthy lifestyle. The first one is knowing the decision. It's a decision. You take a decision to do it. So take a decision to stop. You need to make a decision. If you have that urge, you need to stop it. You need to move out of the environment that will push you to do it. It's a decision for you to do it. Now, the next thing is money. Without money, you can't gamble. So make sure that you don't keep too much money in your pockets. Sometimes you can allow people to keep your money for you. You can even keep your credit card somewhere so that you can not be pushed to get into it that much. Then the time. If you saturate your time or you plan your time in such a way that there is no time for you to go and play the game or to gamble, then you will be able to take care of yourself and keep yourself away from that act. Then the last thing I want to mention is the game. If there is no game, there is no activity, there is no betting. So keep yourself away from an environment that would keep you in the game, or you may have games to play. Keep yourself away. If there are peers that will keep you in that environment, stay away from them. Remove your gambling apps from your phones and or computers, and that will help you. So please seek help. If you have challenges after all that I've said, please contact the Counseling Center, KNUST, and then you will be helped. Seeking help is a sign of courage and not weakness. Do that and you will be happy you did. God bless you.
I welcome you to KNUST. I am Emmanuel Okanja Afo, and I am the director of the UITS, that is, the University Information Technology Services. The UITS is the main provider of information and communications technology services across the university. We are responsible for the development and acquisition of ICT infrastructure and services to drive the university's core business of teaching, learning, research, and related administrative activities. The UITS is made up of the following 5 divisions: software development, systems and data management, network operations and infrastructure, user support services, and information security and technology assurance. Our campuses are connected to the university's network through our wide local area network and the KNUST Wi-Fi. There are a number of systems available to you as students. Some of these are the online self-service portal used for course registration, checking of results, and other self-service activities. The Academic Info Manager, AIM, which is a mobile app available on Apple App Store and Google Play Store for your use, and the student's email system. You should have received your student's credentials by now. You will need your credentials to log into our various systems. This is your online identity, and you should never share these credentials with anyone under any circumstance. When you get to campus, you'll be provided with an ID card, which you will need to be able to access certain locations and halls on campus. This is for security reasons. There are also security cameras at vantage locations all around campus to ensure your security. We make available to you a SIM card, primarily for official communications from KNUST. This SIM card also provides you with a monthly bundle of data and credits for your usage. Our website is uits.knust.edu.gh. You'll find a lot of other useful links and resources on our website, including links to our help desk system, which you can use to report any issue you may be having or to contact us. Other useful links are links to the student's email, the virtual classroom, the online self-service portal, the A-mobile app, the online payment portal, online transcript portal, off-campus electronic resources, and open educational resources. You will also find here useful information on permissible use of the university's ICT resources. The UITS is physically located within the Castley Hayford building and the main ICT labs which we provide for student usage. You may find the location of these labs listed on our website. I wish you a pleasant stay in the university, and I do hope that you enjoy the services of the UITS as we assist you in your journey of further learning and research. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sam Nikwe. I am the University Librarian of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. On behalf of the University Management and the University Library Committee chaired by the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Ellis Owusu-Dabo, I would like to welcome you to the world of higher education and also to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Congratulations. In this segment of the online induction, I'll be telling you about the KNUST Library Services, the knowledge hub of the university, which plays a crucial role in enhancing your academic journey and equipping you with the skills for academic scholarship. The role of the library is to create a learning environment underpinned by learning resources, learning tools, learning support systems, and also, crucially, the provision of effective learning spaces responsive to individual and group-based learning needs. So, let's start with our learning spaces. The library is made up of the main Prempeh II library, which is adjacent to the Great Hall, and also its 6 affiliate college libraries. The college libraries are close to the faculty and teaching areas. Each library provides spaces for group-based learning as well as individual learning. The main library has bookable rooms that can sit between 10 to 20 people. So, whether for your own individual learning or group-based learning activities, you are sure to find a space in any of our libraries to achieve your learning goals. In terms of learning resources, the KNUST Library makes available both print and digital resources, covering all programs on offer here in KNUST. The print resources are organized on the shelves using a specialized classification system, broadly categorized as follows: engineering, science and technology, health and allied sciences, agric and the natural environment, the social sciences and the humanities, architecture, art, and also the built environment. In your own college, please take advantage of the training programs offered by the librarians to show you how to access our range of learning resources. Thirdly, the library also offers a range of academic skills-based training activities, which are designed to equip you with the soft skills and competencies necessary to make your learning more effective. The topics covered include, but not limited to, the following: finding information, notes taking, presentation skills, critical thinking skills, preparing for examination, and many more training topics on offer by the library. Please take advantage of these training programs to develop your academic and scholarly skills. Finally, the library provides access to learning tools, working in close collaboration with the University Information Technology Services and the e-learning directorate. Our Koha library management system enables you to find and also borrow materials from the library. The KNUST library space provides access to thesis and project work, as well as academic articles written by staff of the KNUST. The library also makes available reference management tools such as Mendeley, as well as Turnitin, the plagiarism detection tool. We also have a range of computing and Wi-Fi services across all our library spaces. The opening times of the library are as follows. Semester. Weekdays, the library opens from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. During mid-semester examinations, the library opens 24 hours. In vacation, we open weekdays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So, whether you are a full-time, part-time, or distance learning student, you can access our library services anytime, anywhere. The library is an essential partner in your learning journey and key to achieving your academic ambition. Don't suffer in silence. Our excellent and professional staff are here to support you. We pledge to make your learning experiences in KNUST a memorable and enjoyable one. To find more information on the library, you can look into your student's handbook or also go to library.knust.edu.gh. Thank you very much.
Hello. Let me, on behalf of management of KNUST once again, and of course, on behalf of the leadership of the e-learning center, congratulate you for gaining admission to our prestigious university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Of course, I believe that you know that KNUST is the premier University of Science and Technology. And of course, we are the best university when it comes to quality education in Africa and the 13th best in global quality education. So the e-learning center particularly is very excited about your enrollment on the various programs that you have found yourself in as far as our university is concerned. And we earnestly look forward to working very closely with you in matters of online learning and of course, blended learning as well. Now, a brief history of our center. Due to the continued increase in population of students and the multidisciplinary nature of the programs of study, coupled with the obvious drastic effect of COVID-19, we were presented with the need to set up an e-learning center which will coordinate all the virtual pedagogies and learning in this university. And this center was set up in July 2021 to help in executing this mandate and also to ensure that there is an efficient online interaction amongst lectures and then students as well. We exist to support teaching by way of our function and then also to offer digital literacy training amongst lecturers, facilitators, students, teaching assistants, administrators, and people who are considered as stakeholders. We also support both synchronous and asynchronous sections, and that will be explained pretty soon. When it comes to online tutoring, where after teaching you need somebody to assist you to be able to review what you have learned, the e-learning center offers online tutoring avenues. for you to be able to interact with your teaching assistants online. We also are positioned to manage online learning in various forms, ensuring that both synchronous and asynchronous resources are available for you to have access to during your learning period. We are here in collaboration with the University Library to enable you have access to e-resources. Talk of e-books and open educational resources, OERs, which I believe that the University Librarian has talked about. The online learning environment also links you to these resources. Our resources are also available online, and I believe that you can have access to them and then use them to your advantage. We offer other resources and other supports. For example, we are going to collaborate with UITS to assist you take your examinations online. Some aspects of your exams will be taken online, and that is when we come in with UITS to support you to have very smooth examination period. When you have to do workshops and conferences, you have to attend conferences, and it is virtual, eLearning Center offers these video conference and avenues for you. There's something called proctor services. That is you taking external exams online under supervision. And this is also one of the packages that we have, and we're able to support you whilst you are a student in KNUST to take your proctor exams. We also support with your online, both regular and distance training, so refresher training in the use of the learning management system. Anytime you in to learn more about the learning management system, we're here to do that. When it comes to class sessions, we have these that I would love to share with you during this orientation. Students must ensure and they must endeavor to access all the primary resources, the primary instructional materials, and the learning resources that have been embedded in the learning management system by the facilitators. The learning management system could be accessed via the URL mindclass.knust.edu.gh, mindclass.knust.edu.gh. You log in with your credentials, and then you have access to materials that have been uploaded there. Depending on the style of the facilitator or the lecturer, the course content, instructions that comes with the content could be placed both synchronously and asynchronously for your use. So you want to grab that and then work with it as your schedule would direct you to do that. You must take advantage of the e-learning sections that would be available for you. We would be offering training for you to work with. And by the directive of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Rita Akosia-Dixon, and management of the university, all of you first years, both regular, distance, and postgraduate, and even fully online students, would be taken through a full content pack of knowing the KNUST learning management system, how to navigate, how to access your course materials, net tickets that comes with it, the psychology of online learning. You're all going to go through this training, and you're going to be certified. And the certificate is Certificate of Proficiency in Online Learning. This is a good news. First certificate probably you would have within the first few weeks whilst you are here, signed by our dear Vice Chancellor. And this is very important. You don't want to miss this because it is tied into your success as far as online learning is concerned. Now take note of these few things which we believe would help you whilst you are here. Remember that even as you have come with your technological devices, laptops and the rest to help you to learn, please cross-check with the e-learning center so that we are sure that it meets the minimum technological requirements as far as online learning is concerned. Now, students and faculty must also interact, and there is this package, and we want this to be done whilst you are here in a more decorous manner. So avoid these things whilst you interact with faculty and whilst you even interact with your colleagues online. Discrimination and harassment of all forms, which you would have done in person. Avoid that, also doing that online. avoid these. Avoid cyberbullying. Avoid posting of offensive materials online whilst you are having live sections or asynchronous sessions. Avoid plagiarism, that is copying resources online and posting them as though they are yours without giving credit. Avoid sharing of your user credentials with other students, and this is a crime. It's not acceptable. Avoid impersonation, that is seeking to stand in for another person. We are well positioned technologically to naked you when you do this. Also, please avoid posting what we call unacceptable, inappropriate resources and materials online. And also during live sections, please avoid noisy backgrounds, especially during live sessions, so that you do not disadvantage any of your colleagues who will equally be online with you. By the following I encourage. We want to encourage you being very considerate and respectful to your colleagues and then also to your facilitators. Anybody whom you meet online, also observe online presence. You don't switch on your device as though you are on and you are hiding and you are not in class. We're able to track and we're able to naked obey you as far as that is concerned. So be respectful to your colleagues and ensure that you are using the online forum and you are using that to your benefit. Also, be fair and be sincere when you are doing any submission as far as online is concerned. We are certainly here to support you. The e-learning center is here to journey with you from day one to the point when you graduate and even beyond. We are here to support you. We are just a click away. In person, physically, we are located at the KNUST main campus at the Evans Anfom Auditorium. And when you move to the Kingsley Hayford block on the first floor, we have our state-of-the-art facilities, studios available. We also could be located there, branded as such. When it comes to online, you can also contact us via our email, which is elearning@knust.edu.gh. We also have our social media handles. The LinkedIn account is elearning KNUST. The Facebook is elearning KNUST. And for our website, elearning.knust.edu.gh. elearning.knust.edu.gh. We are here to journey with you. We are just a click away. Once again, congratulations and enjoy your stay whilst you are with us. Thank you.
Let me extend our warmest sporty compliments to all freshmen and women. We congratulate you for your admission into KNUST. Now in KNUST, we put premium on your academics, but sports, being an integral part of total education, is also looked at critically. So we don't joke with our sporting activities. When I say sports, I'm talking in general terms. That includes your physical activity, your fitness, etc. And then we also have competitive sports, where we engage in, as in you compete with another person. All these are tailored towards the Vice Chancellor's goal of equal health and fitness for all. That is the adoption of the SDG 3. So, based on this, we have so many activities for you, our freshmen and women, to get engaged in and get fit, so that you eliminate certain ailments and so many other things. So we have the Wellness Center, or we call that facility the Hale and Hearty. And at the Wellness Center, we have the Power Room, where you have gadgets to work with, the treadmills, the metals, the aerobic machines, the squash hall. And then we also have a wellness unit within the center, where you can go for counseling, where you can go for some dieting, etc. And then we also have some facilities for fitness around the Brunei hostels, and that is called the GOS facilities. We also have a swimming pool for you that you can get yourself engaged in. I mean, get to learn how to swim or do some physical activity with the swimming. And then we have some facilities at in the university. The first one is Pajo. It is a complex. And at Pajo, we have 2 football pitches, we have 2 basketball courts, 2 volleyball courts, and we have one of the 2 AstroTurf hockey pitches in Ghana. Very, very beautiful. Then we have the table tennis at Nyama Hall. We have badminton at KNUST Community Center. Then we have tennis at the Senior Club Tennis Court. We have other tennis courts at Queen's Hall. Then we have beach volleyball behind the University Hall, what they say, Katanga Hall, behind the University Hall. Then we also have the netball behind the University Hall. Now, Vice Chancellor proposed some ideas to GUSA at the last GUSA Games, which was hosted by KNUST. In fact, KNUST hosted the games, and it has been the best ever. Vice Chancellor proposed to GUSA, or charged GUSA, to include certain games in the GUSA Games, like arm wrestling, easy to organize, ampe, netball, tug of war. These games are certainly going to come on the stream in our sporting activities. We will have to take the lead role because our Vice Chancellor proposed those ideas. So we are starting. We may start this year. Now the games we organize in KNUST include freshers games for you, freshmen and women. And we'll do almost all disciplines. And so as we do, we identify you. We identify the talents amongst you. We identify you. We'll see what you can do. And then we recommend you for the various teams. We have the teams, standing teams there already. So we'll add you to the teams. We also have inter-college games. So once we identify you, we'll give you to your college. And you will represent your college when we do the inter-college games. Then we have VCs tournaments like the athletics, like the beach volleyball tournaments, under the remit of the VC. We caption it the VCs tournaments. Then we participate in the following games: regional competitions like basketball, Ashanti Regional Basketball Competition, Ashanti Regional Hockey Tournaments. We participate in them. And then we participate in national competitions like the Ghana Athletics Association competitions. Then we also participate in the GUSA Games, which is our major games we participate in, where we have about 12 disciplines as of now. So as you come, we'll introduce you to all of them. So come out and we'll put you to the test, especially during the freshers games, and then we'll see what or where you can fit in. Then we have the West African University Sports Federation Games. That is a university-based games in West Africa. So all universities go and meet at a particular venue and we compete. And then we also have the FASU Games. FASU is Federation of Africa University Games. That is also a university-based games. So you get to compete with other universities in Africa. And then we also have the FISU Games, World University Games, or Federation of International University Sports Games. And we compete in the FISU Games under the umbrella of GUSA. So it's like the national team of Ghana competing against other national university teams. The next games will be at Chengdu, China in August. So come and participate in our games. If you are good, we add you to the team. We recommend you to GUSA to add you to the team. So get your passports ready. Now, as you participate in these games, you benefit. You have these benefits. Your health will be improved, as you are aware, certainly. Your health will get to improve. And then you become an ambassador of KNUST. You become an ambassador of KNUST in all tournaments. And then you also earn some allowances, some incentives for yourself as you participate, certainly. Because when you participate, even in the freshers games or in the inter-college games, when you win some medals, there are some cash prizes that accompany the winning. So come out and come and access these. We also have the Debate Society in KNUST under the remit of the Sports Directorate. So as you participate in the debate, you enhance your talking skills, your communication skills, your thought, how to put your thought together, how to combat some thoughts that have been put forward by somebody, how to argue. Come on, in fact, we are the best in Ghana as at now. Nobody has been beating. In fact, we have been winning the Ghana Debate Championship almost all the time. The last one was won again by KNUST. And even in Africa, we have been conquering Africa. Currently, we are the World University Debate Championship in Spain. Our students are there participating. So come out and come and join the debate society to, as it were, put KNUST on the world map. Now you can walk into any of our facilities, but when you are going to carry your ID card, your student ID card, so that you show that you are a student. There are some of the facilities that they will take some amount, some you enter for free. For instance, you come to Pajo, you enter for free, but we will look at your ID card. When you go to the wellness center, you will have to pay a token, but your ID card will show that you paid that token. If you don't go in with the ID card, you will have to pay a fee of somebody who is coming from outside. You can come to the Sports Directorate at Nuyama Hall. We are housed in the Nuyama Hall, and we can borrow or we can give you some equipment for your training. When you finish, you return it, and you take very good care of the equipment, because if you don't return it or you return it in a bad shape, it means that you didn't take very good care of it, so we have to surcharge you. So come into KNUST Sports. Our main aim now, major aim now, is to win the next Gusa Games. The last Gusa Games, we pushed forward, we came forward, and we were third. This time, we want to take the first position. Come 2024, and it is you. You will make that dream come true. So come out, and let's all share in this vision to bring KNUST, the name of KNUST, to the top of all the universities when it comes to sport. And we can do it with you. I thank you very much. My name is Timothy Kwabena Mensah, the Director of Sports for KNUST.
Hello, junior colleagues. We welcome all of you to our great and noble institution, KNUST. My name is Juliana Opoku-Nyako, and I'm the head for the estate organization. I'm here to talk to you about how we can all together care for the properties of this university. The properties of KNUST are many. KNUST has facilities and assets that are well placed to make teaching and learning enjoyable for the general good of all and for the well-being of the entire university community, that makes everyone feel home away from home. The properties that we are talking about includes our environment, the lecture theatres, laboratories, libraries, workshops, studios, ICT facilities, offices, auditoria, health facilities, recreational facilities, and halls of residences. The properties also includes the lawns, the trees, and everything within the environment in which we live in. Assets of the university also includes the furniture in all the facilities I've mentioned, the equipment, the library items, the shelves, the chairs, everything that you find in the library, laboratory equipment, which are very, very delicate, notice boards, equipment in the workshops and studios. These are metals, machines, and others, public address systems, and many others. The properties we are talking about also includes anything that has been affixed to the building. What we're trying to say is that the fixtures on these buildings include fans, water closets, mirrors, air conditioners, sockets, and anything that has been attached to the building which cannot be removed. All these must be used with care to make them useful to us now and for those who are yet to join us. So I want to talk about how we can care for all these things I've mentioned and other things related to them. So I'll first talk about the things we shouldn't do to these things to waste them away and make the university spend more money in getting them or replacing them again. We don't have to create footpaths in the beautiful lawns that we've developed for you or for all of us. It costs us money to develop them and to maintain them as you have come to meet them. Don't litter around. For the purposes of you not littering around, we have placed dustbins at regular intervals around the entire compound. Don't fell trees or cut tree barks or branches without authorization. Please, please, and please again, post no bill on our walls, on our trees, on our bus stops, on any public structure or any university structure. We have notice boards on which we place these things. Please don't write on the walls. I want to believe that we have passed through the primary, the JHS, the SHS, and now we are matured enough to act right. So you don't write on the walls. We have to keep our walls neat. Before you came, the Vice Chancellor wanted you to have a feel of home away from home and the neatest environment ever. So we've painted our buildings and made them very neat. We want together to maintain the status. So please, maintain the walls for us. You don't eat and clean your hands on the wall. You don't spill water and drinks on the walls or on the floors. Let's try and maintain our walls by keeping them as clean as possible. Kindly try not to remove anything affixed to the walls. There have been instances where students have removed mirrors at the bathrooms. They have removed sockets. They have removed fans. Please, we wouldn't want to hear any of such. Don't take anything meant for the general use for your personal use, such as tables. You tell yourself, I don't have a table at my hall of residence. You come to the lecture room and then you take a table away, a chair away, or anything that is meant for everybody to use. Toilet rolls at the washrooms, sanitizers, microphones that we use at the lecture theaters, mirrors at the washrooms, bulbs, sockets, anything that you think you need that has been affixed to the building or that is an asset of the university, please don't remove them for your personal use. If you do that, it amounts to stealing and there is punishment attached to it. Please don't stand in our washrooms, especially on our WCs, that's our water closets, on the tables or on the chairs. Tables are meant to be written on and chairs are meant to be seated on. We don't stand on chairs and then sit on tables. Please help us in this area. Don't move any furniture from its possession unless it is critically important. We spend time, energy, money, and all to get people to arrange our various spaces for us so that by the time we enter, everything is set for our learning. So please keep them as they are. With all that said, I would like us to look at how we can care for the property of the university. Please, I've earlier said it, sit on seats and write on tables. Don't stand or sit on the armrests. Let's use energy very, very wisely. It costs the university lots and lots of money to pay our energy bills. If you are in a class and you know that you want to study but there's no class going on and there's nobody around, please switch off all the lights, leaving only the area where you are seated. And if you are the last to leave the classroom, also try by helping us to switch off any unused lights, fans, ACs, or any such thing. Let's also use water wisely. There have been various instances, people get to the washrooms, they wash their hands or do whatever they want to do with the water, and then they leave the water just flowing, wasting resource. Please, let's be matured in the handling of these things. Let's also exercise patience with our cleaners. What we want is that by the time you get to the classroom, the lecturer gets to the classroom or the lecture theater, the place is neat and well arranged. At times, students will not study. They will wait till exam time and get to the lecture theaters very, very early. So even though the cleaners come very early to clean, we don't allow them to clean. While they are cleaning, we are also walking up and down. It's very disturbing. They are mothers, they are fathers. Let's give them the respect they deserve and exercise a bit of patience, allow them to do the cleaning, and when the place is dry, we all walk in and enjoy the space. If you have to post a bill or an advert for any other purpose, kindly come to the estate office or talk to your facility officer at the college or to the hall assistant at your hall of residence, and you'll be directed as to what you need to do. Lastly, do protect our property by using them wisely and advising all those who use them wrongfully. My personal advice to you is that we are here first and foremost to study. So please, shun all other things that will not help you to concentrate on your studies. Don't join bad friends who will make you to tamper with our properties and land you into problems. Focus on your studies and it shall be well with you. Before I end, we, the estate organization, the main office can be located behind the commercial area, next to the transport department. You could also contact us on 055 135 3845, 055 135 3845, or on 020 81 41 600, 020 81 41 600. If you have any question, you could call these numbers, or when you arrive in school, you could contact us at the office or talk to your facility officer or your hall assistant at the hall of residence, and you will be well welcomed and your questions will be answered. Thank you very much.
Fires come as a result of our day-to-day activities. We cannot cease our daily activities because of the fear that fire would consume us. I respond to the name Amuesiwa Renda Obey, Assistant Divisional Officer 1, a PR assistant of the Ghana National Fire Service Ashanti Command. Later in the presentation, we are going to see Assistant Divisional Officer 2, Priscilla Wing Panawini of the KNUST Fire Station. KNUST Fire Prevention Unit came into existence in the year 1988 due to the rampant fires on campus. In 2013, the Ghana National Fire Service took over to augment the safety department to execute the mandate to educate the public. I know you might be very excited and in anticipation as you are getting ready to come to the university. Fire safety tips is of course the last thing that will be on your mind at this point in time. You may have seen a fire outbreak either happening on TV or live in your vicinity or even in your own house. We have seen that a lot of people or these victims fall into a very big state of devastation. They cry, they wail because they are losing their property. We all don't expect to wake up to see our properties in flames. I hope we all don't hope for that. Fire do not give any prior notice. And as students, we have to do our part because fire safety is a shared responsibility. We are here today to give you some fire safety tips to guide you in your hall of residence, on campus, in your hostels, and in fact, to guide your entire stay on campus so that you can come and learn and go back safely with your certificate. When fire starts, it develops very quickly as every item in your room has a thermal capacity to contribute to a fire outbreak, usually between 2 to 6 minutes, where the heat and smoke in the room would be enough to render anybody in the room unconscious. Each hall of residence is equipped with at least a fire alarm or a fire extinguisher so that it would help you in case of a fire outbreak. It is illegal to tamper with any of these items, because if you are not using them for a wedding cause, then of course you are putting your life in danger. The fire alarms will pick the signal and sound immediately and alert you that there's a danger or there's a suspicion of fire. Immediately you hear the sound of the alarm, evacuate. Evacuate means run, or run to a place of safety. Whilst running, wake up your friend, alert your friends, shout fire, fire, so that anybody can run to a place of safety. Put a stop to using rice cookers to cooking beans, making soups. The name is rice cooker, so it's meant for cooking rice. If you use them for any other thing, it tends to consume more energy, which is not safe, and in the end could result in fire. When you are cooking, make sure you stay in the kitchen throughout the cooking process, because when you leave, the rice might start burning and they end up burning everything in the kitchen. When you are done cleaning, clean all cookers and utensils very well so that you don't leave any leftover grease. And they are very highly inflammable materials, which can make it easy for fire to start. Do not wear loose dresses, especially the ones that has long sleeves and the ones that has so much detail on the sleeve area. As when you are cooking, you move your hands over the stove to and fro. Your sleeve can catch fire. Your room should be free from obstructions. I mean, when you close your eyes, you should be able to locate your hostel door so that you walk to the door in case of emergency. Immediately you get to your room, the first thing you should do is arrange your things in such a way that in case of any emergency can mean there is a power outage, there's darkness in your room. So when there's fire, the smoke will cause your room to be dark. So start training your own selves and your roommates by using when lights are off. You should be able to locate your door straight and walk through without any obstructions. So arrange your room properly. Never leave your laptops on your beds. When you do this, the fans cease working. The fans are meant to keep them cool, and when they are covered, they would heat up and there could be a fire that would start. Always put them off when they are not in use, or put them on a desk. Use only chargers that came with your device, because they are designed to produce the right energy supply for your equipment. Using the wrong charger may supply too much power, causing it to overheat and then cause a possible fire. Overloading plug sockets. It is very tempting to put so many things into one extension lead. Do not do this, because it might easily cause a power upsurge, leading to a possible fire. All plug sockets which are not in use should be put off and disconnected when sleeping and when leaving your rooms. Spout or charge sockets and blinking bulbs should be immediately reported to hall assistants for quick replacement. Smoking is outrightly prohibited indoors and around campus. Be extremely careful how you store loose batteries. Store them far away from metal objects, because when they come into contact with combustible materials, there is a possibility of heat buildup which could cause them to explode. Keep them in a safe place far away from metal objects. Do not mess around with any fire equipment, because you will need them to save your lives. Now we go to the fire extinguisher. I believe everybody have seen some before. If you haven't, this is one. So this is a CO2 fire extinguisher with a big mouth, and this is a dry chemical powder with a small mouth. So that is the easy way to identify a fire extinguisher. Now we go to how to use a fire extinguisher, because most of us might have it in our homes. When we come on campus, you would see them everywhere. But if you don't know how to use these equipment, we call them first aid firefighting equipment. If you don't know how to use them, they might be toys that you see around everywhere, but in case of emergency, they might not help you in case you can't use them. So we have a simple acronym, PASS, P-A-S-S, P-A-S-S. When you are about to use this, there's a pin here. So we say you pull the pin. So that's for the P. Now we say PASS, so we are on A. A, we say you should aim at the seat of the fire. The seat of the fire is actually where the fire is growing from. You see, when there's a fire burning, or even when there's food on the stove, the fire is not the flames up where you see them. The seat of the fire is where the fire is coming from. So now we are saying you should aim at the seat of the fire. So when you hold this big mouth, you aim it at the seat of the fire. Then we come to the S. The first S says you should squeeze. So this is what I'm saying you should squeeze. You hold it. Once you remove the pin like this, it becomes easy to operate. So you hold it and squeeze it like so, whilst you are aiming at the seat of the fire. And the last S says you should sweep. Sweep means whilst you are holding this, you move it across like so, as where the fire is coming from. And then you squeeze and you see that something is coming out. And finally, you extinguish your fire. But note, the fire extinguisher, as I mentioned earlier, is called the first aid or the first aid firefighting equipment. That means that it is not used for a fully grown fire. When an entire house is on fire, then you use a fire extinguisher. It doesn't work that way. Fire extinguisher is only used when the fire starts small. When you see fire like this, don't panic. If you know you can't attack it, just evacuate. But if you have the courage to do it, go in for the fire extinguisher. So we have here a dry chemical powder. We are going to put the fire off. So first, you pull the safety pin. That's the pin. You hold it gently to the end of it. You should check at the wind direction of the fire. You shouldn't stand facing where the fire is blowing to. You should stand at the opposite of it. And then you should aim at where the fire is starting from. And then you squeeze that part I showed you earlier on, and then you put the fire off.
I hope you have practically seen how to use a fire extinguisher. The school and fire department has put in all measures to keep you safe. Thus, you have to do your bit. In case there is a fire outbreak, do not jump over a wall or use the elevator, as it may lock up. Instead, use the stairs. Should there be a fire outbreak or related emergencies, kindly call these KNUST Fire Command numbers: 03223 92292 and 0244 865 319. Do not prank call or test call. You only call these numbers during such emergencies. Thank you.
Hello, here is Reverend Dr. J.W. Achempong, the Protestant chaplain of KNUST. It's my joy to be with you at this time to speak to you on the topic blending academic excellence with religious life on campus. The purpose of this presentation is to help you appreciate the need to be focused academically, the need for a good spiritual life on campus, and the importance of keeping a good balance between your academic and religious life whilst you are here on campus. But before we proceed, I want us to know that we need to be appreciative. We need to express our gratitude for the opportunity we have to be at the university. Ingratitude is a crime. So this is by William Shakespeare. He says that ingratitude is a crime which is more despicable than revenge. The reason is that while revenge is a return of evil for evil, ingratitude is a return of good for evil. And so God has been good to us to bring us this far to join this noble and great university. So we have to be grateful to God. We have to express our appreciation also to our sponsors, those who have helped, contributed in any way to bring us to this point in our academic ladder. And we also need to be grateful to KNUST, don't you think so, for giving us admission to join them. We need to say thank you to Allah. We need to say thank you to God. All glory be to Him. Now, your purpose for coming to KNUST is basically to pursue your academic excellence and to be prepared and formed well so that you can make meaningful contribution to humanity. And you can achieve this by attending lectures and by having a disciplined personal study time, studying privately as well as joining groups, and making sure that you participate in all assignments that you be given. And you also have to prepare effectively for your quizzes and examinations. But another important thing to note is to avoid any form of examination malpractice whilst you are here. And you need to avoid plagiarism as well. I believe you know plagiarism, copying other people's work without acknowledging that you copied. So if you copy from someone, you need to acknowledge that, yes, I copied from this person. And so we'll know what to do with what you have done. So basically, you are here to pursue personality development. And a human personality comprises of the body, the soul, and the spirit. And so you want to develop your whole personality. That's the reason why you need to pursue not just academics, but you need to pursue your spiritual development as well. But in doing this, there's the need for us to keep a very good balance so that we don't tilt more towards the other at the expense of the other, or vice versa. And so you are here for education and formation, so that your belief systems will be influenced, your principles will be shaped, and your values will also be enhanced through this. And so there's the need for academic pursuit of science and religion to be well balanced, as stated by Albert Einstein, that religion without science is blind. And science without religion is also lame. And so none of them can stand on their own and without the other. We need a good balance between the two. And we are here to acquire knowledge, but we also need to pursue maintaining integrity. Again, Samuel Johnson has said that integrity without knowledge is weak and useless. Knowledge without integrity is also dangerous and dreadful. So we need to pursue acquisition of knowledge, but we don't have to do this by letting down our pursuit for integrity as well. So there's the need for us to keep a good spiritual life. And in pursuing spiritual life, we need to ask ourselves the following questions. Who am I? Where do I come from? What am I doing here? And where am I going from here? From Christianity and many other religions that exist, the understanding is that we are here basically to know God, to love God, and to serve God through service to humanity. And so we need to pursue this. After all, it is said that if we gain the whole world and we lose our soul, in other words, we get disconnected from our contact with God, our maker, our creator, what do we gain? And so here on campus, we have centers for religious activity. We have the Catholic chaplaincy, we have the Protestant chaplaincy, we have the Islamic center as well. And all of them can be found at the entrance of the university. And you are all encouraged to be part of the activities and programs that take place in these centers of religious activities. And so you have to be involved in religious activities that are approved by the university for students and the community members. But as you do this, be guided by the mission and vision of the university. Make sure that you imbibe the core values of our university. And surely don't just pass through the university, but let the university also pass through you. Take active part in the programs and activities that the chaplaincy will bring out for you to feed your spirit, to meet your spiritual needs. Make sure that you are balanced and holistic, pursuing academic excellence and also pursuing spiritual activities that will help you to be morally upright and spiritually matured. Examples, we have examples of people who have done this so well, great scholars, both in history and currently across religions. We have people like that. And when you come on campus, I mean, we have professors who are Muslims, we have professors who are Christians, very accomplished people. And so don't think that you can't combine the two. In fact, it's almost a must that we combine the two. So let's do this and keep a good balance, helping with the development of our body, our mind, and our spirits. And so it is said that with body, mind, and spirit functioning perfectly as a coordinated whole, what else could reasonably be expected other than an active, alert, and disciplined person? We want to be active, we want to be alert, we want to be disciplined. And this is a quote from Joseph Pilate. We need to do this and do it very well so that our stay here will be fruitful and our formation will be complete. Thank you very much for your attention. Remain blessed.
Good day to everyone. My name is Professor Michael Poku-Boinsi, the Deputy Director of School of Graduate Studies. On behalf of the Director and Management of the School of Graduate Studies, I would like to welcome you all to the KNUST. The School of Graduate Studies has witnessed substantial growth over the years. From few programs in the 1970s, the school has over 400 programs now, run in 90 departments across the 6 colleges and the Institute of Distance Learning. The school has an estimated population of over 10,000, which has witnessed an increase of about 75% over the last decade. The goal of the School of Graduate Studies is derived from the Vice Chancellor's vision, which is to position KNUST as a competitive global research-intensive institution for advancement in science and technology, for industrial and social uptake towards our sustainable national and global development efforts. Specifically, the School of Graduate Studies seeks to enhance its coordinating role, such that it will become a center of excellence for research within the global academic community. In achieving our goal, the school seeks to promote certain things. One of them is quality control. Without quality control, you will not be able to achieve a desired impact. And in doing so, we seek to protect our corporate image as an institution and also to encourage staff morale, such that with satisfaction levels being high, they will be able to achieve the desired results. Also, we seek to promote research and innovation. Promoting research and innovation is key to every national development effort, and that will position KNUST also as a research-intensive institution in Ghana and beyond. Pursuing a research innovation agenda will promote multi- and interdisciplinary research that will respond to the needs of society, and in doing so will make KNUST's existence relevant to our stakeholders. Having gained admission into the various programs, you have become part of the School of Graduate Studies, and as students, you will be expected to register your programs, and there are course registration and then biometric registration. So there are 2 types of registrations involved. After completing your course registration, you are expected to print your registration slip, get it signed at your department, and a copy sent to the School of Graduate Studies. This process must be done at the beginning of every semester. And I must emphasize that one of the major challenges we have with postgraduate students is that they register during the first semester of their first year and then cease to register. When you don't register, what it means is that you are not a student and that you have abandoned your program. So we want to encourage you to take the registration process very seriously. Attending lectures is critical and an important requirement for all graduate students. Failure to do so will imply that you may not be allowed to take the course that you have skipped lectures. and that will not be good for you. You are expected to attend all lectures. You are expected to contribute to whatever discussions that take place, because for a graduate student, we expect critical thinking, we expect innovation, we expect independence of thought, and that is what we want to see in our postgraduate students. We at the School of Graduates, together with your student leadership, the GRASAC, will be organizing a special orientation for all postgraduate students. A date will be communicated to you in due course. Higher education all over the world contributes to the socioeconomic development of countries, and this is done through the conduct of relevant research activities. Ghana, and for that matter, the rest of Africa's pursuit of sustainable development will largely be influenced by the quality of our graduate education, and you have a role to play. The goal of the School of Graduate Studies is to contribute to this mandate, and we expect our students to also exhibit that level of independence through the research work that they do. Graduate School has several mediums through which you can reach out to us. We have our website that is actively running. We have our Twitter account. We have our LinkedIn account. We have our Instagram account. And we expect our students to be able to reach out and read up-to-date information about things that happens at the Graduate School. We at the Graduate School are prepared to support you to achieve your goal. And once again, we want to welcome you and congratulate you for gaining admission to come to the best university in quality education and teaching in Africa. We expect that you contribute your quota to make KNUST a great institution. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Professor Daniel Yao Adaidia, and I wear two hats. First, as the Dean of the International Programs Office, and also I teach at the Department of Architecture. Professor Esmeralda Manful of the Department of Sociology and Social Work is the Vice Dean of the International Programs Office. Now, Statute 46 of the University Statutes established in the Vice Chancellor's Office the International Programs Office, and we are responsible for handling all matters affecting the university regarding its relationship with other associated institutions, both nationally and internationally, in respect of all academic matters. So there are a number of functions that we are supposed to do. First, we are responsible for the regular update of the database on the university's collaborators or partners in respect of national and international academic programs. We are also responsible for handling matters involving both staff and student exchange and visits. And so every year you find that there are international students right here on campus on exchange, and we also send some of our staff abroad for exchange. Number three, we, in conjunction with the registrar's offices, are responsible for handling all agreements involving the university and its collaborators or partners in respect of all our external academic programs. Also, we are responsible for publishing annually a comprehensive report of all our activities. And then finally, we perform any other relevant function that would be assigned by the Vice Chancellor. In addition, there are a number of welfare programs that the International Programs Office runs for all our international and exchange students. For example, on December 24th last year, we had what we call the Osei Krombronya, where we had a Christmas party and games fun-filled event for all our international students who could not travel back home, and so they had a wonderful Christmas right here on campus. We also have quite a number of scholarship schemes that are available to all our students. Last year, we traveled to France, and it was amazing to find that there are numerous scholarship programs run in English for international students, and we are going to be rolling a number of them out. You don't only have to learn to speak French. It's good to speak French, but there are a number of opportunities there for you to study in France. We also have passport services, and I keep saying that once you're in the university, it is a must for you to have a passport. And so come to the International Programs Office and apply through us with our partners for a passport. Passports typically takes 10 years. And so even if you applied for a passport this year, it means that it's going to expire in 2033. So it's a good time to own a passport. Contact us on all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, IPO, KNUST International Programs Office. Also, you can email us on ipo@knust.edu.gh. You can locate us physically at the ground floor of the Administration Block 2, which is at the commercial area. Plan to visit us. Have a blessed and prosperous year. Thank you very much.
Dear fresh students of the university, I congratulate you and also to welcome you once again to this important orientation program. As part of your orientation as fresh student of this university, I am to tell you a bit about the Institute of Distance Learning, popularly known as IDL. As part of our mandate to take science and technology education to the doorsteps of patrons, the Institute of Distance Learning exists to provide higher education, but via the distance learning mode. What this means is that students of the Institute attend their lectures and write their examinations only on weekends. So, for those of you who want to combine school and your work, IDL is your sure bet. It is the same lecturers of KNUST that teach our courses, set questions and invigilate our examinations, and you will obtain KNUST degrees just like any other student who attended a regular school. We use a blended approach where students attend physical lectures every 2 weeks, in addition to our online lectures that is delivered synchronously and asynchronously via our state-of-the-art learning management platform. So, as an SSSCE WASI graduate, you can enroll on a plethora of 2-year diploma programs, after which you can continue with a 2-year top-up for a first degree. Therefore, you would have used 4 years to obtain a first degree at KNUST in addition to a diploma certificate. Mature applicants who are 25 years old and above can also use this mode to get their first degrees. We also have several top-up programs for people with HND and other equivalent diploma certificates. In addition, our 1-year master's program in different fields of specialty have been designed with a lot of workplace simulations to help you link theory with practice in our postgraduate programs. All these programs take place in our centers across the country. You are therefore welcome to study with us, and if you have any further issues that need clarification, please visit us on the KNUST campus in Kumasi at the 2nd floor of the Castle Hayford building or the examination building. You may also visit our website, that is www.idl.knust.edu.gh, or you can call any of our hotline numbers, that is 0247 274 661. I repeat, 0247 274 661. You can also call us on 0500 482 885. I repeat, 0500 482 885. You can also send us email through our email address, that is idl@knust.edu.gh. I also repeat that one, idl@knust.edu.gh. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Egan Michael. I'm one of the KNUST taxi drivers executive. We are here for students who are coming to KNUST. We urge all students to take a taxi when they get to Tech Junction. Here is our taxi rank. So when you get to Tech Junction, we have KNUST Taxi Drivers Union taxis, embossment taxis here. So when you get to KNUST, please don't look anywhere. Just come straight to taxis with the KNUST embossment and pick a taxi to campus. When you pick a taxi without embossment, the security will not allow you to enter the campus. And we are here for the students. We work 24/7. Whenever you get to Tech Junction, you will get a taxi to the campus. Our prices too are very, very affordable. And our uniform is black and white from Monday to Thursday. And on Friday and Saturdays, we have Friday wear. That's what we use. And your security too, when you come to Tech Junction, please don't look further. Just pick KNUST Taxi Drivers Union Taxis to the campus. Should in case you mix your item, please check the embossment, the taxi embossment that you are picking. When you come to the taxi rank and you tell one of the executives, we will find out and check and give you back your item. So please, when you come to Tech Junction, don't pick any taxi. Pick a taxi with embossment. When you pick any taxi with that embossment, the security people will not allow you to enter the campus. Thank you.
Transcripts is an online transcript request and management system used by KNUST students and alumni to request their academic transcripts. It is a web application developed by the UITS. Its main objective is to facilitate the easy request of transcripts online. The features include various online payments options, local and international delivery services with tracking, transcripts delivered via email or hard copy, advanced verification process, and notifications at various stages of the transcript process. To access the transcript system, visit transcripts.knust.edu.gh. To make a transcript request, log in with your student's credentials or register as an alumna or an alumnus. To register, use a valid email address and at least 8-character password. A confirmation email will be sent to the email address provided. Click the link to confirm your identity.
Enjoyed the presentations. We are here for the live Q&A session. We are here to answer all your questions, and I know that a lot of you have set a lot of questions, but I've just realized that some of your friends have logged off. Please, this session is equally important. So start calling all your friends and get back online, and let's discuss some of the few things you are going to know and do when you get back here or when you get here on Saturday. I have with me 4 of our professionals who are going to guide you to answer a lot of your questions. And I've read most of them, and amazing. You know, KNUST, we train you to ask questions, relevant questions. I have here with me Professor Kofi Ampon, who is the chairman for the Committee of Hall Administrators. Everything concerning your arrival on Saturday, which hall to go to, what to expect when you arrive here, he's going to ask questions and he's going to answer all your questions on that. I have Mrs. Ellen Awotri, Chief Cashier, all your fees issues, where I've paid my money, I don't know where it's going. She's here to also help us with that question. To my immediate left, I have my senior colleague, Mr. George Ifa Asamoah, who's also the head of student session for the finance. So all things related to all the questions related to your fees, he's going to help us. And to my extreme left, I have Dr. Mrs. Linda Ofori, who is the hall warden for Africa Hall. Africa Hall, those going to Africa, you are here. Of course, Prof. Ampon is also the hall master for Republic Hall. So all the hall questions, all the accommodation questions, to the best of our ability, we'll be guiding you with that. Then the fees will be handled by my 2 senior colleagues here. The questions related to IT and other things will come later because the questions are so much. We have grouped them, okay? So for now, relax, call your friends in, and let's shoot. Before I go on to your questions, I'll allow Prof. Ampon to give us a brief overview of what you should expect when you land here on Saturday. Some of you have been told are setting off tomorrow. We'll be ready to welcome you, why not? But let's hear from Prof. Ampong what you should do and what you expect when you arrive here on Saturday. Then we go straight to your questions. Thank you. Prof, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam. Yes, so when you arrive on Saturday, you all know the halls you selected. Okay, so you go to your hall of residence. Now, at the hall, there are a number of steps you should follow. When you arrive at the hall, first the cadets and the wardens there will give you a place where you can keep your bags for safekeeping. Now, once you have put your bags there, now you now join the queue to register. For the registration, you need 4 documents. 1, you need a copy of your admission letter. You also need 2 copies of your signed declaration forms. Well, when you print out your room allocation, you have your declaration forms where they are the do's and don'ts. You are supposed to sign a portion. Your guardian is also supposed to sign another portion. You should have 2 copies of that. Then a photocopy of your residential, okay, the receipt, that's your residential user fee, the receipt of it. Come along with the original and the photocopy. And then your room allocation slip, you know, once you selected the room, okay, you print out your room allocation slip. This is a piece of paper which has your name and the room you are supposed to stay in, okay, all printed on it. Okay, so you come with these 4 documents. Now, if you have, it's advisable also to come along with at least 2 passport-size pictures, and then you are set for the registration. So when you go, you approach the registration desk, okay, they will inspect your residential fees, that's the receipt, and then the hall will take the photocopy, give you back the original, okay? The senior tutor will endorse your room allocation slip. The hall assistant would check again and then give you the keys to your room. Okay. Afterwards, the UITS will also be at the hall where they will guide you to also do your biometric registration. So these are the documents you need to keep together, and these are the steps. 1, a copy of your admission letter. 2 copies, signed copies of your declaration forms. 2 passport-size pictures, and a photocopy of your payment of residential fees, the receipt. And the room allocation slip, okay, you come along with this, and then you have finished your registration. Sometimes what delays is especially when you haven't signed the declaration forms and you now have to sign it. So make sure you have all these documents. Once you come along, the registration doesn't take more than 2 minutes per person, okay, and you'll be done shortly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Let's go to some of the few questions that we have here related to the accommodation. Dr. Linda, he has paid his fee, paid residential accommodation fee, but unfortunately, he didn't get accommodation. What should the person do? What do you recommend the person to do?
Okay, so just like Prof. Ampon said, once you have paid your academic facility user fee, you are supposed to go online again and look for a residential facility to book. There are a few students who could not get accommodation online because their rooms were all booked. And so for those people, the university made online arrangements. So you are supposed to go back to your portal. There are hostels that are accredited by the university that is under the directive of the Directorate of Student Affairs. You go online and then you choose any of the hostels. The good thing is that these hostels have been provided. You have images, you have distance coverage from those hostels to the university. You also have other information that has been provided online. And so once you go there, you are able to choose which hostel you want, and then you pay for such accommodation. Once you have paid for that, you have your receipt. So on the day of arrival, you go straight to the Directorate of Student Affairs. Please do not go straight to the hostel. Sometimes what happens, because you are new to Kumasi, you might not even know where the hostel is, and you might end up getting lost. The university has made arrangements for such persons. You just drive straight to the Directorate of Student Affairs, where personnel will be available to take you to the hostel. So you just go straight to the Directorate of Student Affairs. They will drive you, give you that preferential treatment, and send you to the hostel of your choice, where you'll be made comfortable or be received by the hostel's management. So all those people have been taken care of. Even for those who have not been able to choose any of the hostels as of now, the best is to still come to the Directorate of Student Affairs on the day of reopening, and you'll be well taken care of.
Okay, thank you very much. Christabel, I'll come to your question very soon, but there's an urgent question here from a parent. Allow me to ask the parent question, and Christabel, I'll come to you. So, Dr. Linda, a parent has just sent a question that, I know my daughter is coming to the university. What will you recommend that she comes along with?
That's a question with 1,001 answers.
I know, but just a little guidance will do.
Okay, so just like everybody going to a new environment, for the first time for most of our students, they will be away from home. There are some that have never gone to boarding school, so they don't know what to even take. You need your personal items. So personal items, I mean, from things you need from when you wake up to when you are going to bed. So personal clothing, personal bedding materials, you need your shoes and blah, blah. When you get all those, the other things you need is to get some cooking items. So you get your cooking utensils, a few pots. We don't need big pots. The rooms are not so big. So you need to just have some cooking pots, some ladles and spoons, plates, cutlery, cups. And then you also would have your, there are a few people that will want to buy electrical items. Sometimes the challenge is that you come to your room and you realize that all 4 of you have brought fridges. The room cannot accommodate 4 fridges. The room can take 1 or a maximum of 2 if they are small. And so what you do is that I would advise that you get the things that are personal to you, bring them along. And then as a parent, if you are coming with your ward, come along with money. So that if you get to the room and there are a few items like rice cooker, like a blender, if none of them has it, you can go buy it and bring it so that we share. In the university, we entreat that people learn to share, people learn to live like in communities. And so if you want your ward to have everything that they need, from toaster to microwave to television, I don't think all of you can fit in the room. And so sometimes you learn to share some of the things. So these are just things we use at home on daily basis, which are salient for the survival of the students on campus, are the things I will advise they get.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Christabel. I think your question was initially answered by Dr. But Prof. Ampon, do you want to add a little, how do I gain accommodation since the halls are full? Maybe a little emphasis there once again.
Yes, just like Linda explained, if the halls are full, there are some accredited hostels. I think they are displayed on the portals. You'd have to select one. Or once you come to campus, you go straight to the Directorate of Student Affairs. You see a number of these hostels. You see the facilities there. The facilities vary. Some are contain 2 people, some 3, some have their own washrooms, some have a kitchenette attached. So you can make a number of choices. Okay, and once you select one, you make payment. You take you there. There's a shuttle to take you there. But just to add to what Dr. Linda said, on items, now in the halls, we do not allow gas cylinders. So you must
very important.
An electric stove, not a gas cylinder. We don't allow gas cylinders in the halls. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe 1 or 2 questions about the halls before we go to the fees, respectfully. We've realized that most of us come to the hall and we enjoy a long queue. So although Prof have said it before we almost run out with the halls, I want Dr. Linda to itemize what you should expect when you arrive. Do this, do this, do this, briefly. Then take note of it. Also, Doc, I'll be grateful to those who are setting off from far places and will arrive tomorrow, Friday. What should they do when they get to campus? If you can help us, we'll be grateful.
Okay, thank you. For those of you coming from far distance, we know that over the years, some of you arrive the night before reopening. Don't worry, once you get here in the night, go to your hall that you have selected. The hall assistants will be present in the hall. They will give you somewhere to keep your items and somewhere to lodge for the night. In the morning on Saturday, that is where we start the registration process. And that morning, you would have the JCRC executives and the cadets will be available. There will be notices that will be placed at the places directing you to where registration is supposed to happen. And then you go through the process. For those arriving Saturday morning, once you get to the hall of residence, you will first get to the security point at the entrance of the hall. They would give you a place to keep your items, and then you, as the prospective students, will come into the registration center. At the registration center, like Prof said, you need all the documents that he has listed, copies of your residential facility user fee, the receipts, you need copies of your room allocation, and then your declaration forms, and then passport pictures, 2 of them. And then that is what you have to hold. Every other document, and your admission letter, every other document can be kept in your bag, or you can keep it with your parents if you came with them. Just go to the registration desk with the copies of your receipt, your letter, admission letter, your declaration forms, and the passport pictures. That is it. And then at every point in time, announcements will be made just as a reminder for those who are just coming to the queue to know what they have to do. And then the process is very fast once your things are organized.
Thank you very, very much. The declaration form, please don't forget it. Before we answer Jennifer's question and other financial questions, give us a few minutes. Watch this important announcement and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Request and management system used by KNUST students and alumni to request their academic transcripts. It is a web application developed by the UITS. Its main objective is to facilitate the easy request of transcripts online. The features include various online payments options, local and international delivery services with tracking, transcripts delivered via email or hard copy, advanced verification process, and notifications at various stages of the transcripts process. To access the transcript system, visit transcripts.knust.edu.gh. To make a transcript request, log in with your student's credentials or register as an alumna or an alumnus. To register, use a valid email address and at least 8-character password. A confirmation email will be sent to the email address provided. Click the link to confirm your identity. Fill in your personal information and upload your identification documents, that is, passport picture and a national ID card. Review your personal details and click Submit. Users can make transcripts requests by clicking the New Transcripts button, selecting your program of study, and selecting the type of transcripts you need. It is either an official copy or a student's copy. A student's copy request is processed in the form of hard copy for self-pickup or delivered by courier or an electronic copy sent to your personal email. An official copy request is processed in the form of hard copy and delivered by a courier or an electronic copy sent to an institution email. For WES Secure Digital, provide your WES reference number and account's email address. Click the Verify WES Details button to verify the information provided. A transcript request is processed after you make an online payment. To initiate payments, click on the Pay for Transcripts button. Confirm payments information and click on Pay for Request button. Confirm your email, total cost, and pay with card or mobile money. After successful payments, you will receive an email to confirm your transcript request. Transcripts, the convenient way of receiving your transcripts.
Welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online student portal, which is also a part of KNUST's Student Information System. Its main objective is to bring functions of the online student portal to mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Download and install the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and launch the app. Log in with your KNUST student's credential and then create a 4-digit PIN code to protect your sensitive data. To view and update your profile, tap on the profile icon and confirm your active phone number and email. You can view, download, or share your exam's results using the result icon. Tap the download button to download result slip. This will be downloaded as a PDF document. To register courses for the semester, select the registration icon and begin your course registration. All compulsory courses are selected by default. Select the required number of courses for each elective set and proceed. If there are any trailed course or courses, select the courses and proceed. Review selected courses and make changes as required. Save registration to complete your registration. Download your registration slip and submit a copy to your exams officer. To view your school fees information and transactions, tap on the fees icon. You may also download or share bill information and bill transactions. Students can view upcoming classes that have been set by their colleges. Tap the View details of upcoming class time, date, venue, lecture room, building, and the lecturer that is teaching the course. You can set reminders before the start of each class, get directions to the class.
I hope you enjoy the AIM app. As soon as it gets to campus, make sure you log in, okay? Now let's go to some finance questions. And as the other questions on accommodation comes, we'll take them. So, Auntie Ellen and Uncle George, be ready. It said, please, will you be giving an account number at the bank when paying regular and distance learning fees? That's the question from Jennifer. Let me start from Uncle. Okay, Auntie Ellen, please, let's start.
Okay, Jennifer, we don't give account numbers to students to pay. What we do is to direct you to our bankers. And then when you get to the bank, you explain whatever you are going to do, what fees you are paying. The bank will direct you, and then they would capture the payment in the appropriate account. So we don't give out account numbers.
Okay, Jennifer, I hope you've heard the question right. So when you get to the, just mention your account, student number, and you'll be attended to. Okay, so another question here for finance. Mrs. Awatri, this goes to you. I've mistakenly paid my residential and academic fees together. Before I got to know I shouldn't pay it together. What should I do?
For now, if you've paid it together, that's all right. I think now the accommodation is full. So what is happening is the payment you made is in your account. So it will be in your account for your other fees. Or you can decide to write for a refund. The university will refund the excess to you.
Okay, so what Aunt Ellen was saying earlier on is that the money is in your account. It's not missing, okay? This goes to you, Uncle George. Can one pay bulk money to cover 2 academic year fees?
Yes, madam. It's a privilege for the university to receive that advance payment for obvious reasons. So we welcome that initiative. You can even pay for 4 years if you have excess funds. Thank you.
All right. So still on you, Uncle George. I understand that I need to pay 70% of the fees before the first semester exam starts. What happens if I'm able to pay before exam starts? Can I pay the rest the next semester? That's Abdul Tango's question for us.
Yes, Abdul, it's possible. If you have financial challenges, always visit your head of department or your provost for direction. We are always here to help. Thank you.
So with Uncle George, before I go to Auntie Ellen, it said, am I entitled to refund of my fees? I've paid more than my fees. Am I entitled for a refund?
It's yes and no. If your parent has paid the money to cover the ROFF and then the academic fees, if it's an online, in other words, if you go to the banking hall and then you fill the paying slip and then you pay, we normally give those refunds to you when you are graduating. On the other hand, if it's a scholarship that has been given to you by a body, for that one you are entitled to a refund. Thank you.
All right. Abdullahi Suleimana has a question for us. And Mrs. Awatri, respectfully help us with this one. When is the deadline for the payments of commitment fees?
Abdullahi, payment is ongoing. The university collects the money till matriculation. I think after matriculation, it means that you have forfeited your admission. But we are still in receiving payments.
All right. So before I go to Ruben's question, I have a question here also. Mr. Samuel, respectfully help us with this one. It said, please, I've applied for a scholarship to pay my fees. I'm yet to receive the money from the scholarship body. Can I report to school, register, start attending lectures while I wait for the scholarship?
Yes, it is possible. We welcome those initiatives. We have Get Fund, we have Scholarship Secretariat, we have GMPC and what have you. What they need to do is that they furnish the registrar's office with copies of those scholarships, evidence of award of scholarship, and we will do the needful by allowing you to register and waiting for receipt of those monies. So yes, we do that.
Auntie Ellen, do you want to add something to that question?
I think Mr. Sawas answered it.
Thank you very much.
So if your payment is not ready, just see the finance officer or of your college, and then explain that you're on scholarship, you are waiting for your scholarship. So with that basis, I think you can go on with your course without any disturbance.
But let me quick to add here that it would be good to come along with the award letter.
Yes, that is very important.
The scholarship award letter. Don't just apply and pack your things and come. Let's see that you've been duly awarded with the scholarship. The letter is enough at least to cushion you and to cushion us and to assure us that definitely your fees will come. I've applied. I've not heard from them, but I'm here. That's one. We'll see how best to help you with those ones. Thank you very much. Ajay Ruben says that how much is the course registration?
The details is on the website. Just go online, and then depending upon the course you are doing, I think you see the details there.
Do you want to add anything to say how much is the course registration?
I think the course registration is free. You don't pay anything for registering.
You don't pay any additional cost. It's part of...
Yes, we have set the fees, and that is all that you need to pay. If you have paid that one, you don't pay anything for registering the course.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So a question from Silas. Wow, the fee questions are many. Thank you. So Mrs. Howard, he said, please, will we make any other payments when we get to campus?
I think basically it depends on the student society you belong to. Apart from the society fees, I don't think there's any other payment. All your payments are published on the website. Any additional payment would depend upon the society you belong to on campus.
Yeah, thank you very much. But Uncle George, this is a very sensitive question. Yesterday, even a parent asked me about this. Since you're the head of the student session, is there any additional information you want to share on that? Would they be entitled to pay any other fees? Maybe, or Dr. Linda, do you want to help with that one? The payment of additional money?
I don't think there is anything extra that you need. Of course, there are a few halls that have anniversaries and cloth. I think it's, if there is anything that you would have to pay, it would be to get the souvenir, the hall cloth, the cloth belonging to the hall of residence you are going to be in. That is if it is available. It's not like it's compulsory that if you don't get it, you will not be allowed to sleep in the hall. No. But if there's anything additional, it would be the cloth that belongs to the hall, which identifies you with the hall. That is if the hall has it. Otherwise, then there should be nothing more extra.
Thank you very much. Gloria has a question for us. So, Mrs. Awatre said, what platform can I pay the registration fee or admission fee aside the bank? Do we have any other means aside the bank that I can pay my fees?
Yes. You can also pay your fee online. So you go to your app, and then there are steps to go through, and then you pay it online. So you don't need to walk into the bank. You can pay from your phone at the comfort of your room.
I like an advert that says you're calling high tech. So for the comfort of your room, you can just go online and pay your fees. But I realize that some questions on registration of courses and biometric is coming out. That's very good. Keep them coming. In our next session after the halls and the finance, we are going to go with the UITS, University Information Technology Services. They are going to be here to answer all your questions concerning online course registration and other relevant information. So keep listening to us. Uncle George, can I make part payments of my fees? That's Kwanzaa's question to us.
Yes, you can. If you have challenges, as I indicated in my earlier presentation, we allow those part payments. But you may have to speak to your dean or your HOD or your provost. We allow that, but you need to see us for directions.
The beautiful thing is that when you arrive here on Saturday, God willing, from Sunday, face-to-face orientation starts. We have assembled and outlined resource persons who are going to answer questions from Alpha to Zion. Trust me, we are ready for you. So don't worry at all. We cannot do everything online here. So we want to conclude this session briefly, but I will allow every resource person here to just say a statement or two to our newly admitted students, maybe what you do at the university or what they should expect or any words of encouragement. Then we can run off this session and go to the next set of questions that we have. But before we do that, this is a very relevant question. My apologies. Mr. Washe, the person is a fee-paying student. In one of our presentations, we said that there are scholarship and bursaries available. So are fee-paying students entitled to apply for the university scholarships? Or what do you advise a fee-paying student to do?
For the university scholarship, a fee-paying student is not entitled to, but there are other scholarships that they can hook into and they will be given. So what you need to do is move to the Student Financial Services Department. They would advise you as to the appropriate scholarship that you qualify. Then you put in your application. So there are scholarships for you as a fee-paying student.
Thank you very much, Mr. Awachi. So let's see, let's run up this one. And those in Kumasi watching, you know we've received information concerning your medicals. Make sure that the student clinic is open. Come over, do your medicals before you come in on Saturday. Why not? And of course, you don't pay any fee for doing the medicals. But let me be quick to add that when you are doing the medicals, we've been told, the medical team have told us that if they recommend that you do a chest x-ray, you'll be asked to pay something small for the chest x-ray. The chest x-ray is not part of the medical fee, that is part of your school fee, because not every student will be asked to do a chest x-ray. On that note, we want to run up and let all our resource persons say a word or two before we run up. Prof. Ampong.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chiu. Yes, I would say by coming to the university, you have opened another chapter in your life. You must try as much as possible to make good use of this opportunity which has been given you. Steer away from vices. When you come, there are a lot of healthy clubs you can join, a lot of sports clubs, sports facilities, there's a library. Take time to learn and so on, and try and always keep, surround yourself with good company. And I'm sure you come out with flying colors. I wish you a wonderful stay in KNUST.
Thank you, Prof. Ampong. Mrs. Awachi.
I would say that we are very glad to see you coming to school. And I would say that it is because of you that we are here.
Thank
you. So if you have any question, anything that bothers you, or if you even want to know more, Just walk into the appropriate office and then ask your question, and I believe that you'll be sorted out. We are glad you are coming. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Oche. Uncle George, any message for our students?
Yes, mine will be on finance. As you come, please do well to live within your means. Have a small personal budget. And budget is just a small statement itemizing your sources of income and how you're going to spend those incomes. So please do well and live within your means. In a case where you have challenges, your HODs are there. And being the head of students' finances, I'm also at the main administration finance office. You can come to me for financial directions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle George. Dr. Linda.
Thank you very much. I am excited every academic year because we get to have fresh students who come to bring some color and beauty to our environment.
That's right.
We are happy you are coming to the best university in West Africa, the best in Ghana, of course, and we aspire to be the best in Africa and among the best in the world.
Great.
I am happy that we are coming on Saturday. We are happy to receive you. We just want to let you know that for every support that you need, KNUST is ready to help you. If you have any challenge, emotional, financial, spiritual, physical, you just need to walk into the appropriate offices. And as you come here, we will show you where these offices are. You just walk in and get help. For those of you who happen to be the first timers living outside of home, know that in the university, there's no rising bell. There is no sleeping bell. You are responsible for your own self. You are responsible for your decisions. And that is the most important thing. Know that because you are responsible, you make the right choices. And then I believe that you'll be happy throughout your 4-year, 6-year, or more stay on this campus. We are happy to receive you. Drive safely and get here safe.
Thank you very much. Dear students, don't go, because UITS is here. E-learning people are here. You're called high tech. You're going to enjoy the next session. But I want to say a very big thank you to Prof. Ampon, Mrs. Awoche, my senior colleague George, and Dr. Mrs. Sofori for coming on board with us. Thank you so much. Don't go, we'll be right back.
Welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online student portal, which is also a part of KNUST's Student Information System. Its main objective is to bring functions of the online student portal to mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Download and install the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and launch the app. Log in with your KNUST student's credential and then create a 4-digit PIN code to protect your sensitive data. To view and update your profile, tap on the profile icon and confirm your active phone number and email. You can view, download, or share your exam's results using the result icon. Tap the download button to download result slip. This will be downloaded as a PDF document. To register courses for the semester, select the registration icon and begin your course registration. All compulsory courses are selected by default. Select the required number of courses for each elective set and proceed. If there are any trailed course or courses, select the courses and proceed. Review selected courses and make changes as required. Save registration to complete your registration. Download your registration slip and submit a copy to your exams officer. To view your school fees information and transactions, tap on the fees icon. You may also download or share bill information and bill transactions. Students can view upcoming classes that have been set by their colleges. Tap the View details of upcoming class time, date, venue, lecture room, building, and the lecturer that is teaching the course. You can set reminders before the start of each class, get directions to the class venue, and add the timetable to your personal calendar. The KNUST AIM app makes life on campus for students the best experience. Welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online student portal, which is also a part of KNUST's Student Information System. Its main objective is to bring functions of the online student portal to mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Download and install the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and launch the app. Log in with your KNUST student's credential and then create a 4-digit PIN code to protect your sensitive data. To view and update your profile, tap on the profile icon and confirm your active phone number and email. You can view, download, or share your exams results using the result icon. Tap the download button to download results slip. This will be downloaded as a PDF document. To register courses for the semester, select the registration icon and begin your...
Welcome back, students. We now want to answer questions concerning online registration, distant learning activities. So be ready. I have here with me Mr. Christopher Addo, who is staff of the university, of course, and also works with the e-learning center, and will be answering most of the questions related to the Institute of Distant Learning for our dear students who are coming on board. To my immediate left, I have my senior colleague, Mr. Emmanuel Infum, from UITS. UITS simply University Information Technology Services. All your IT things that are going to help you answer those questions. To my extreme left is Mr. Foster, we all call Tesla. So he's also going to help answer questions concerning online registration and those things. So keep the questions coming, and the next few minutes, let's have a very interactive session to help you. So our first question comes from Ajay7, and this goes to you, Tesla. How do I do the course registration? Just give us a rundown. How is it done?
Okay. You can do your course registration either by using the web, that is visiting apps.knust.edu.gh/students, or you can use the AIM app. The AIM app is available for iOS and then Android. So you can download the AIM app, enter your credentials. I'm sure by the time you get to school, you all have received your credentials. You enter your credentials, you select the courses that you want to. If you have some electives, some courses require that you select certain elective subjects. So you select the elective subjects and then take the compulsory courses and then just click on register and you are done. It's a very simple process. Thank you.
Okay, so there's a question from one of our students here who said that although I've paid all my fees, I've still not received my credentials. What didn't I do right? And how do I receive my credentials? Mr. Mfum.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, you can actually retrieve your own credentials when you go to the students portal. The address was given earlier by my colleague. Just go to apps.knust.edu.gh/students, and on the login interface, there's an is forgotten password link. Just click on it. You'll be required to enter your student reference number and then asked to confirm a portion of your email address. And in no time, in your personal email address that was submitted as part of application, you will get your credentials sent in there. You'll get a link to reset your own password, and then you know your credentials from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, I think you were a bit fast for me. So take your time and help the person. So first do this. They are .com generation people. I know you are experts here, but help us one more time. Apologies.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, we know we very much envisage that some students might not get their credentials via text message. They were sent to every student who has gained admission via text message. However, if for one reason or the other you didn't get it, that's okay. Just go to the students portal. That is apps.knust.edu.gh/students. There's a link there. It's forgotten password link. Click on it. You'll be asked to give or provide your student reference number, after which you'll be asked to confirm a portion of your email address. Then, upon clicking on continue, you'll be sent a link. The link contains your username, and you'll be asked to set your password. Once you do that, that is your credentials, which you can use to log into the students portal to do your course registration and access other online resources. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Uncle Foster, this question goes to you. We received a huge number of comments in our comments box concerning COVID-19 registration as part of the registration for the university. Can you help us on that one, please?
All right, so that section of the application is to find out how many of us are vaccinated and then or need to be vaccinated or want to be vaccinated. So it's just to gather data on how many of us. So please do well to fill that part of the form. And if you enter your vaccination card number. It will be authenticated with the Ministry of Health, and then you'll be registered as a student who has vaccinated. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So what if I don't have the number? Somebody said that he's vaccinated, his card is missing, he cannot remember his number. So what should that person do?
Opportunity will be given to you later to do that. So you can just skip that process for now. And then when you get the card, you enter your portal using the AMAP or the student portal, and then update the card field that you have vaccinated.
Thank you so much. Adisa Learning Squad, are you available? Great. So the first question we all want to know, actually e-learning is not going to go for only distance learning students. KNUST, we combine both online and face-to-face teaching. But the question from Sarkodia is, what is e-learning? Mr. Cresado, please help us.
Oh, Sarkodia, e-learning is simply learning online. All the tools that are involved in online learning. So if you are using any tool in learning online, it is e-learning. So it could be Google Docs, it could be Coursera, it could be YouTube. Learning from it's e-learning. That is basically e-learning.
So will the e-learning be for everybody or distance learning students alone?
So KNUST operates with this principle. With the regular students who are not distant learning students, you do 30% online, a minimum of 30% online, and then 70% face-to-face. That's a minimum. There are some lecturers who can go beyond the 30%, but for regular, you do a minimum of 30%. For distant learning students, you do a minimum of 50% online learning. So that's the difference. So the whole university does e-learning. However, the distinction is that if you are regular, 30%, if you are distant, 50%.
Mr. Ado, before we go to the next question, the e-learning, does that mean that I should by all means go and get a laptop if I come to school, or what will you advise? What will you advise? Because I'm from far away. I have only a young phone. Do you have computer libraries on campus? I can go there, or can you help us with that one before I go to UITS? The same question.
In fact, if you have a computer, it would be of a great deal. It will help you very, very well because you are learning online. Of course, if you have good smartphones, you can also use to learn online. If you don't have a computer, the university has a lot of labs around where you can go, and I'm sure the UITS people will mention the various labs they have around so that you can go there and access materials to help you in learning. But if you can, laptop is a must for you if you can. But if you don't have, because of where you are coming from or because of challenges A and B and C, you can make use of the university ICT centers that are available.
Thank you very much, Sado. Uncle Ima, we've been told by Sarah that AIM does not work on an iPhone. The iPhone users are here. Can you please help? And how does the SIM card given to students include those of us who are doing distance learning? So distance learning students, are we also entitled to the SIM card that be given to students?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. Yes, it's all you need to do is to make sure that your iOS is the latest version. I stand to be corrected, but that's it. The latest version, and you have no issues with the AIM app on your iPhone. Secondly, yes, distance learning students qualify to receive SIM cards. And so whatever we do for the regular in terms of SIM card distribution, we'll do for distance learning students. Thank you very much.
So, Uncle Foster, can you share light on where are the various ICT centers on campus? Because some of us are coming from far away, come with our young phones, so we have to depend on the university ICT centers for some time before maybe we'll be able to acquire a laptop or a smartphone. So when we arrive and lecture starts, can you just do a little bit more light on that one for us as we wait for help?
All right, thank you very much, Auntie Theodora. Like earlier mentioned, KNUST applications are optimized first of all for mobile. So if you don't have a laptop right now, you can still use your phone to do most of the learning that you need on campus. If you do not have a smartphone, don't you worry. UITS has some labs on campus. The biggest is at the Prempeh, the second library, which has, you don't need anything. You just need to walk in and then do your assignments, have your research and all the things that you need. There is also a lab at the commercial area, which is the SRC UITS ICT lab. And then we have one also at the CCB, Central Classroom Block, for you to do all the learning that you want to. And they are almost always available to 10 p.m. each day.
Thank you very much. I hope you remember when the university librarian was talking about our library system here. Please, if you went off to eat gobe at that time, go back to that video and listen very well. So as Foster said, we have our biggest library or ICT center at the main library, and when you go there, you'll be assisted. The next question goes to Mr. Inform. Is the AIM app only for Android and iOS?
Yes. The AIM app is an extension of the Students Portal, which is a web application. And for any device which you have a browser on, you can actually access your Students Portal. So the AIM app is strictly for Android and iOS, and it's only an extension of the Students Portal, which is a web application. Thank you.
Okay, so before we go on to the other question, I want Mr. Chris Adu to throw a little bit more light on orientation for distance learning students.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Theo. IDL will have orientation at a specified date, and the date is 18th of January at 5 p.m. And so you'll be informed of the date, the link. If you go to the IDL website, you see the date and the link for the orientation. it is very, very, very important that if you are an ideal student, you join on that day. This is the university's, the entire university's orientation. When the regular students come, they will go to the colleges and they will have their college orientation. For ideal, because of our nature, you need to join the orientation, know our centers, how you can write exams, how the fees are structures and everything. So please, if you are a distant learning student, prepare that on the 18th of January at 5 p.m., you visit the IDL website, idl.knust.edu.gh. You would see the link for the orientation, and then you will join. Of course, there are WhatsApp groups IDL has created, and they are sending you messages, official ones. Make sure you join. Because you are not coming physically to the school, you need these information so that you'll be constantly updated. So once again, 18th of January, 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've been scrolling our screen to see if there's any more questions. We'll be giving a few more minutes for any new question. But before we wrap up this session, I hope you've enjoyed staying with us. I will allow Mr. Infum and Uncle Tesla to maybe 2 minutes each to throw a little bit more light on IT things that you need to do and know whilst you come in. Then Chris Ado will also wrap up before we conclude and say goodbye. We are going to prepare to welcome you. So, Uncle,
in summary, I would like to mention that if you have any issues relating to ICT, you can always report your issue at the ICT help desk. The address is helpdesk.knust.edu.gh. Once you go there, you just place a ticket. We'll definitely get back to you or send you a mail to resolve your issues. So if you have any issue with relating to IT, even if it's your Wi-Fi, whatsoever, and also on the site, you can also visit the UITS site, which is uits.knust.edu.gh. Once you do that, you have also links to the various resources that we have on campus, as mentioned earlier.
Yes, thank you very much. And also to add, we are here for you for any challenge you have related to your access to IT services. Don't hesitate to get to the UITS. We'll assist you. This is an aside, but for those who have interest even to learn, wanting to learn how to program or whatever it is, feel free at your free time, just pass by. You'll find a very helpful, friendly staff to meet you and assist you. So we are here for you, and we are great and we are actually happy and excited to have you on board as our students. Thank you very much.
Uncle Chris, any questions?
Okay,
comments?
So the little I want to add is that for every fresher, it is a must that you go through a learning course which you would receive message to. The course, every college, every department, every faculty will have his or hers at a particular day. If you are wherever you are, look at the schedule, your schedule. They will send you a schedule. It's an online session. You join it and you go through how to use the learning management system of the university. It is very, very important that you tell your friends, because if you don't know how to use the learning management system of the university, it will be very difficult for you to cope when academics begin. So note the date. When you receive a text message, make sure that you register for the particular date your college or department or faculty has been assigned. And for IDL students, remember 18th of January, IDL will have orientation for you. And then you visit the IDL website, idl.knust.edu.gh. And for all e-learning issues, you visit e-learning.knust.edu.gh. Thank you very much. And once again, I want to say congratulations for making it to KNUST. Thank you, Auntie Theo.
Thank you so much, Chris. Stay Infum, your last words again.
Yes, a brief one. For those who might have used the contact numbers of teachers and email addresses of teachers to apply, please The moment you get access to your credentials, you are to quickly update your contact information on the students portal as soon as possible. It's very, very important because we send a lot of text messages, we send a lot of emails, and it might go to somebody you are not close to, and your ignorance of that, whatever information is sent, is not an excuse. So please do well to update that contact information of yours as soon as practical. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been an exciting time together, very exciting. And I can't just wait, but I'm waiting patiently to receive all of us back on campus, or to receive us on campus tomorrow and Saturday. I hope you have enjoyed all the presentations, from the Vice Chancellor to the Reverend Minister to our sports people. I love what Director of Sports said. So the sprinters, and we are waiting, come over. The counselor gave us a lot of information, the security, the library, just name it. I want to encourage all of us to go back, watch all these videos, get ourselves acquainted, and once again, congratulations. Thank you for joining us for this year's virtual orientation. We are grateful to God for your life. We pray for traveling mercies as you come to school from tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We are available to welcome you, receive you to our halls and other hostels, and make your stay on campus very comfortable. Once again, thank you very much for joining us for this virtual side of the orientation. God bless you, and bye for now.